You're tuned in to the Pete McDevitt YouTube stream. Pete's calling the game live and in real time. Join the large and active community of fans in our family-friendly chat room, hosted by some of the best moderators in the business. Whether it's America's pastime baseball, a battle on the gridiron, or an NHL hockey game, you'll find the best sports commentary on YouTube is right here at the Pete McDevitt Show. And it's all starting right now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. A little bit behind the eight ball tonight, but that's okay. We're good to be here. Glad you're here with us. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat real quick. Ape Guy Tyler, welcome in. Mike Beachman, hello. Debbie Burnfeld, hello. Kolya, great to see you. Thank you for being here tonight.
This holiday season all year long.
Turn that in just a little bit. Rinser, hello. Good to see you. Sibbity Doo Doug, hello, Douglas. Good to see you. Dave's Disney Dreams, welcome in. George Pearson, hello. Blood Moon Michael, welcome in. Great to see a lot of friends coming in. Coach O, good to see you. Welcome in, friends. We're just getting rolling tonight. It's going to be a fun night on the channel.
With a side of friends.
About 4:53 to the countdown kickoff. We'll get our screen at the start of the show. Right now, I got nothing back there. If you came in later or were here earlier, before I got going, and you might need to refresh for your emojis. They are there. You just might need to refresh. Just need to refresh. 4:21. I forgot that we got a quarterback. We got the backup quarterback for the Cardinals tonight. Forgot about that.
Week 9 wrapping up. Dak Prescott trying to get this Cowboy team back to center, back to even. And there's a level of fame and fortune that comes in playing this position in Dallas. There's also a level.
That place is ridiculous. The size of that stadium down there. It's a hat. Welcome in, Miss Monterey Molly. Hello, Hot Wax. Welcome in. Finally dropped your stream. Finally dropping your stream for your Cowboys. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. Good luck to your team today.
Pressure does that put on you to go out and perform?
No pressure, really. I think if anything,
that's awesome.
What it says is
glad we could do that today.
Our line. I understand what Jerry is trying to do around here, and the ultimate goal is winning. He's going to make noise and do that, right? He said it before. If there's not enough.
Dave says, I don't care who wins, just need a few points to win the matchup. Gotcha. Yeah, it's 8:15, 5:15 your time, but it may take a couple extra minutes. We never know with this Monday night football, Thursday night with the all the stuff, all the pregame stuff that they have to do.
And Doug.
Can anybody explain to me why the first pitch and the kickoff and the puck drop times are so arbitrary? I don't know. I have no clue. I just show up. I just show up, Coach. Is there actually a rhyme or reason? I'm sure there is, based on television. It's all based around television. That's where the money is.
Just a little bit more. What can I do on that play to make sure that doesn't happen again? And I believe that
it's all about the money.
To do that, to hold themselves accountable and communicate.
I wish I had that soundbite. I would play it.
Does that side of the ball create?
I would play the soundbite.
Go out and feel like you have to score every single drive.
No, and it can't.
Dave is here, hanging out with us.
Got to guard against that because our expectations are.
Dave is a good guy, and if you don't know Dave, he is a good friend of the channel, and he's actually got his own business going.
Whether it's luxury or fun in the sun, Dave's got the tips to make your cruise number one. Tune in, sit back, let's plan your stay on Cantrell Country's Travel Way. It's Cantrell Country's Travel Way, setting sail on adventure every day. From island stops to ocean blue, we got your cruising covered through and through.
Check out Dave.
Josh Allen. Wow. he sneaks past Sam Darnold, who was unbelievable on Sunday night against Washington. That's another win for RC. Bruce Lee outfit. Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen A. with us. And there he is, donning the cap. Makes a fix. How do you do? Sure.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that'd be great. Hello, Sullivan.
I said Arizona.
Are you back? Is that your hand or mine? That's your hand.
I got the Cowboys winning this game 41-38.
Take your toy with you. Take your hand. Get your Mickey hand and take it with you.
I think they about to put on a show offensively. Not to disrespect Arizona, but it'll be fireworks tonight in the stadium.
Jason, I'm the lowest one on the Cardinals, looks like.
Okay.
I'm a Dallas Cowboy guy today. All right.
The Cowboys should win this game at home. Let's be honest. They should. They should. They should. They should. George Bush is there. Nice.
Dak Prescott lacing him up, getting set to go on this Monday night. He's played at an MVP level. He'll be looking downfield for these two guys, C.D. Lamb and George Pickens. Tonight, the Cowboys take on the Arizona Cardinals and 32-year-old quarterback Jacoby.
Ryan Rowe, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Good to see you.
For Arizona, all this and so much more on Monday Night Football on ESPN and ABC.
We are getting ready to go here. Here comes the kickoff. I'm ready for this. Let's do it. Hot Wax, good to see you. Mark, good to see you, buddy.
Who's ready to step up tonight?
Today's day, we show everybody who you are.
Hold on. How about you?
Stopping out on a mission, deep passing, double pumping, pitching. Cowboys, Cowboys, play your position. Listen, the handoff move change like magicians.
To the end zone, touchdown. Preston. Pickens, touchdown.
I'll be honest, I liked last year's better. Sir Palm, how you doing, John? I liked last year's opening better.
And we continue to be progressive Monday Night Kickoff.
Monday Night Kickoff. Here we go.
Now we welcome you to the broadcast booth.
Joe Buck growing a beard. How about that?
Lisa Salters and Laura Rutledge are both coming right up. Let's talk about the Arizona Cardinals.
In the giant building there is Anthony DiSerna.
First two games have lost 5 in a row, 5 crushing fourth quarter excruciating games in a row. And again, no Kyler Murray. It's Jacoby Brissett who gets the start. And at least numbers-wise, their offense has been better with Brissett.
Yeah, it has. And I think the reason is Jacoby Brissett has played into really some of the things that Drew Petzing, the offensive coordinator, wants to do. And that is play from underneath the center, the play-action game, tying that into the run game. And Jacoby Brissett as well has gotten the ball down the field. So he's been able to create some more big plays. They haven't run the ball as well.
Hey, Camp, you're nuts, dude. Love you to death. You're crazy. Stooges Tattoo, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you. Anthony DiSerna's in here with us as well.
Is giving up over 160 yards a game.
Welcome in, friends.
So I know Arizona comes in feeling like they're
We will get the game right about kickoff. Screen will change then.
because of this explosive Dallas offense.
How about some more on
Screen will change then.
The field and Laura Rutledge. It's a performance above, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Laura.
Well, Joe, Jacoby Brissett told me his biggest priority while he's the starting quarterback is to create an open line of communication with his skilled players. He told them, nothing I say is law. He wants them to constantly tell him where they want the football thrown. They actually
Didn't Laura Rutledge marry a football player?
fly a little bit better. But he warned you have to be careful with these guys because with skilled players,
Pretty sure she married a former football player.
the ones where the ball's going to them. So if he doesn't get it,
Cardinals making their way out to the field. Could they disrupt things today? Yeah, they could.
the priority also is
They definitely
to get as
could.
many points as possible. He's very aware of that offensive firepower on the Cowboys side and knows they have to keep pace. Now, you mentioned Kyler Murray, Joe. He won't be out there. He's devastated that he can't play in this game, a place that means so much to him. He grew up just 41 miles down.
Kyler Murray not playing tonight.
So, Joe, it's just bothering him too much to get out there tonight.
Yeah, and if Kyler can't go with a foot and he can't run around, that's a big piece of his game that's missing. So let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. On offense,
Cowboys are so up and down.
on defense,
They can be spectacular one game, one play, and then the next play you're like, what is going on?
But going forward, that defense has really struggled. Well, they have, and defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus, he's been asking himself the same questions that you just asked me, and they haven't had an answer. Now, coming into this game, that there are going to be some changes within their scheme. That he's hoping that it's able to slow down the run game that they've been hurt by so much here over the first part of this season. But they don't have to be great. They just got to make a couple stops because, as you mentioned, Joe, this offense has been so explosive, especially here at home, averaging over 40 points a game. And Dak Prescott couldn't be more confident in what he has at wide receiver and how well they play here at A&T Stadium. Yeah, let's talk and hear from Dak Prescott, who moments ago caught up with Lisa Salters. Lisa.
Dak, a 3-4-1 record tonight takes you into the second half of the season. What are you guys saying to each other about where
You're encouraged by what Schottenheimer's trying. I agree. I just like to see consistency out of him, Hot Wax. That's my key. I'd like to see consistency.
the defense has struggled, but what can you do on your side of the ball to kind of take the pressure off you, D?
Yeah, we just got to have each other's back. Got to be complimentary on both sides of the ball. They make a play, we've got to go out there and score, and we got to trust them at the end of the day.
Arizona's defense, they have their own issues, especially in the secondary. How do you exploit that tonight?
It's about us. It's not about the Arizona's defense. It's not about any other secondary. It's about the playmakers and the guys that we have on offense and just going to be.
Yeah, you too. I'd imagine it would be, players fans want to see it. That was a great World Series, Anthony.
Everything they have needed in a quarterback. We'll see if the defense can pick it up for Dallas. Our national anthem when we come back. You're watching.
National anthem when we come back.
The road can be wild.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix something here real quick. There we go.
All kinds of drivers out there.
That was an incredible World Series. What's up, Mr. Fulton? Welcome in.
So you're not stuck paying for someone else's mistakes. What? Is there something wrong with my hair?
Johnson, what's the motive looking like in here?
Who are you guys? Forensics team is off playing the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. We're their replacements. Oh my God, is that a dead body?
No, he's napping.
Rated mature.
I like Terry Crews. He's pretty funny.
Training day starts with assessments. First, the weight room. Squat, press, arms. Then it's straight to conditioning. How I show up here is how I show up on game days.
We are minutes away from kickoff, everybody.
Gotta stay sharp on both sides of the ball. Quick pose for the cameras. Finish to the leg where I keep my mental game strong. Gotta keep my engine right. Got facilities.
I use PayPal to buy this ticket. I'm paying it off over time. And I get 5% cash back. No fees, no interest.
You know what else has no interest? Me.
Now I know why your parents...
Your Colts lost, Mr. Fulton.
Make the most of your money this holiday.
Hey, you could have upgraded.
PayPal.
Desert Diamonds celebrate all the shades that make her.
Come on, let's get these commercials. I'm ready to go.
Smoky whiskeys. Natural colors truly unlike anything else. Just like her.
Being Courtyard's official fan ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now I get to hang out with NFL fans.
Where is the history?
See you on game day.
Go back into here.
Here's to the stop that never stopped. To the flavor that found its way into everything. From just one spot to America's #1 spot for wings. This isn't just a meal. It's an arrival. Wingstop is here.
I've been seeing people who've died like me. And they invited you.
We were flying to Hawaii for a girls' trip, and I lost my hearing aid in the airplane seat.
I'm glad I watched your replay from last night. Very touching. Thank you, John. I really appreciated Casey doing that. Did a great job. Yoo-hoo. Look, I held it longer than Doug does. Let me try it one more time. Take that, Doug. Welcome in, Yoo-hoo. Cakes, hello, welcome in.
And now, to honor
Here we go.
please join us in singing the national anthem. Tonight's colors are presented by Fort Worth ISD Junior ROTC Cadets, brought to you by USAA. And continuing a Dallas Cowboys tradition, our anthem trumpeter, Christopher Stein, accompanied by Madeline Salter.
Beautiful rendition right there. We say thank you to all those who have served a post in the past to give us these freedoms today that we so value and appreciate. Be able to sit here together and talk football across the medium that we wouldn't have if those soldiers didn't put out their lives over these years, 200 plus years of our country. We ask for blessings for all of the men and women who are serving today, and also for their families, for the sacrifices the families make at home to support our men and women who are out, and whether it's Oconus, abroad, or here in the United States. We also want to say blessings and prayers for those who are considering enlisting and becoming part of our force. There's going to be a lot of people in the future that are going to give time and sacrifice from their lives to keep this futures running. If you're a serviceman or woman in our chat tonight, may God bless you and thank you for the sacrifices that you made to give us the freedom that we so endure. I always love the national anthem, everybody. It really just shoots through me with a feeling of pride of where we live and what we do. Michael Sedelis. Hello, Michael. Welcome in. Thank you for joining tonight. I'm not sure if anybody else did that I missed. I don't think so. Rinser, good to see you, buddy. Already got you. Okay. Allie. Hello, Allie. Welcome in. We're minutes away from kickoff here. Our screen will change at kickoff. Screen will change at kick. Somebody's going. Oh, Amber's out going through the door. Going through the cooler, getting beverages. Got to get all that cleaned up. Got to get that cleaned up. What is... When is that, Doug? In November? Oh, Lord. Let me fix this garbage. Oh, sorry. A little crazy there. Let me go in here and play with it. Sometimes you got to play with it to make it work. Mm-hmm. All right. Those garbage trolls are going to play. We'll do that. Bear with me 1 second, everybody. Bruce, welcome in. Well, that happens, Bruce. I've seen that happen. You know, it's always going to go to the highest best bidder. It's unfortunate. Been there, seen that.
It's the end of week number 9 around the National Football League. Glad you were with us tonight on ESPN and ABC. Jonathan Gannon in year number 3 as the
I'm just cheering for a good game, Michael. That's all I care about.
Long-time NFL assistant.
That get in there.
Getting his shot with Dak Prescott's team. Owens Bill Arizona will toss the first, so we will see Dak and see.
All right, Cowboys are getting the ball first. Cowboys to get the ball first.
Jacoby Brissett instead of Kyler Murray at quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Very dangerous. Dante Turpin is waiting.
Turpin is back, waiting on it.
From Jim Rilo.
3, 2. Ryland is ready. Boom! There it is. Turpin going to take it to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That kid can move. 30. Out to the 35. Out to the 35. Kid can absolutely move.
Texas, the numbers for Dak Prescott, they're outstanding. It's MVP type level stuff.
We have 2 lousy secondaries tonight, so there should be a ton of passing. Nice. Let's fire it up. Let's get it going tonight. I want to see some points.
He's also a guy that at one time has complained about his defense.
Under center, single back set. Dak Prescott looks over the defense. Tight end in motion, going to hand it off. Big run. Gain of 5, gain of 7, gain of 9. Williams on the run. Practically ran over 2 people on the way there. Hello, Lila Rose. Welcome in.
Picks all over the place. They're all named Tyler for some weird reason. And then the backstand receivers. Javonte Williams, he has had a career resurgence on a 1-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys, and they are as good on the outside with Lamb and Pickens as there is in the NFL.
Second down and 1. Second and 1. Under center again. Got his wide receiver in motion. Handoff straight ahead. First down and more across midfield to the 49 of Arizona. That'll be a touchdown. I definitely love the over, John. I love the over tonight. I think the over is a very good play.
And they're having the success like they've had on the first 2 plays running the football. But ultimately, we all know what the key is.
Williams in the backfield again. Single back set. Tight end in motion. Play action. Rolls right. Throws right. Dropped.
Pass was a little bit behind.
Tight end dropped it.
Because of his ground.
Got to make that play.
Particular type play, the play action pass. But incomplete there. We look at this Arizona defense. They've got the ageless Calais Campbell up front. Linebackers are good, and they get a couple of big names added to this defense. We will go through. They're anchored by Budda Baker on the back end.
Second down and 10. Second down and 10. They've got a good defense, but they're older. That's the problem. Throws, caught.
First down inside the 35.
Pickens, big play. Pickens for a gain of 16.
Because George Pickens is such a big play threat, as soon as he gets up on the defensive back, you can see that he turns and bails because he doesn't want to get beat deep. And Dak then just lays it out to the boundary.
Fido Beto, welcome back in. Great to see you.
This offense, the entire
Under center, single back set. Play action again. Look it down the field. Got a man again. C.D. Lamb inside the 20 to 17. And another first down. If you're brand new in here tonight, say hello in the chat. We welcome all fans here tonight. All fans are welcome. Whether you're one of these two or somebody else, we're glad you're here.
If you're going to play soft and your philosophy is
Mr. Thibodeau, hello, sir. Great to see you.
heck of a day throwing the football.
Handoff, Williams. He's just running like a possessed man. Inside the 10 to the 7. Good Lord. First and goal.
The Cardinals, they come out and they bring in Walter Nolan. He's the first-round draft pick out of Mississippi State, number 97. And I know Jonathan Gannon, when we talked to him, he is sure excited about getting him on the field and showing what he can do. Tyler Smith took care of him on that play. First and goal.
First and goal. First and goal. Handoff. Williams around the outside. Nope. Dropped at the 10. He got hit for a loss.
16th overall pick. Played at A&M and Ole Miss, and here he is making a play on first and goal. Yeah, Tyler Smith, 73. I'm not sure if he was the one who was supposed to pick him up, but when you allow Nolan just to come right off the line of scrimmage in the backfield, made it real easy on
That's
him.
a big fella moving around there.
Defensively, where they've not been as good with an interior push.
Manuel, welcome in. Great to see you. Thank you.
Loss of 2.
Loss of 2 on the play. Second and goal. Look at the throw. About to get hit. Gets it off. Caught. Ferguson at the 4. Third and goal coming up.
A gain of 5, where it'll be third and goal from the 4. Well, this is what it comes down to. When you look at Dallas offensively here at AT&T Stadium, they have converted over 80% into touchdowns when they've gotten into the red zone. And they average about 4 red zone trips a game. So for Arizona, the key will be forcing Dallas to kick field goals.
Whoop.
They're going to move the football, but the game is played right here.
Trying to hold him to a field goal.
On third down and goal,
Play action throws incomplete. Wasn't even in the end zone. What? Throw in the end zone, you clown.
Who missed the last 5 games was there for Arizona.
Are they going for it on fourth down, or are they taking field goal?
Garrett Williams, he was right there. He was going to make a play on Ferguson, even if he was able to make the catch. So you see Dallas, they're going for it here on fourth down.
Dallas going for it.
Fourth down this season. Fourth and goal. They got denied last week in Denver and settled for a field goal.
Fourth and goal for the 4. Going to throw. Pressure coming. Dak's about to get hit. He goes down. Arizona will have the ball in the 12. Wow.
Chunks of yardage seemingly every play set up.
Wow, wow, wow.
The 10 at the 7, and the drive stopped.
The drive stops.
Sack number 6. Arizona's ball. No score.
Nope, don't want that.
First, saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if anyone was watching before.
A field goal is like a punt in this game. Probably right, Bruce. Probably right.
Was really smart. Not checking the jumbotron.
Hot Wax says they should have kicked the field goal.
Well, at least
Not playing around with it. Should have kicked that field goal.
Was it worth it? Yeah.
Thursday Night Football on Prime.
Thursday Night Football. Who's playing? Vegas and Denver on Thursday night. Who's going to be in here with me for that one? Vegas and Denver. Yes, sir. I found some new Christmas Disney pajamas tonight that I'm going to feature. New Christmas Disney PJs.
Pete Gordon's official fan ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now I get to hang out with NFL fans all season long. See you on game day.
This right here, ESPN Bet. This is the sportsbook made for sports fans. The fans will never miss a snap. You can track every bet while you watch ESPN. Getting cooked in fantasy? Oh, let's go! With your ESPN fantasy roster right in the app, you can still walk away with a W. Whatever kind of fan you are, ESPN Bet's got you covered. With everything you need to bet smarter and score more from the game. And right now, get $100 in bonus bet when you make your first $10 bet.
Oh, and Cowboy caused you fantasy points. Oh, no, Dave.
These programs, the national championships, and Hall of Famers. Nothing compares to a BCC network.
We'll update. I didn't update the tracker. I usually do that later, but we'll throw that up today.
There's a look at that.
I can work on that a little bit right here.
Josh Sweat has had up to this point, and they need them here on fourth down. He wins on the outside. On the back end. Really, Dak was working to his right. There was nowhere for him to go with the football, and then Josh Sweat collapses on him.
Walter Nolan made the play before, earlier with the goal situation, and those two guys combined.
Here we go, first down and 10.
The Cowboys just marched it down the field, and now the Cardinals take over.
Gonna throw. Brissett just throws it into the ground. That was horrendous.
Van Knight was the target.
Tell you what, the NFL's kind of crazy this year.
Arizona Cardinals at 2nd and 10.
Well, you go back to that fourth down decision, Joe. I alluded.
The NFL's kind of crazy this year with the standings. Teams up that I thought, no way. Teams down that I'm shocked.
As early as that was in the game, it felt kind of like a turning point. It certainly gave some momentum back to Denver. And I think that.
I wonder if I make the Steelers 0-7 on the scoreboard, if that will happen in real life. Just change around. Second down and 10, short run. Out to the 12.
We missed him last game with a bad ankle. He gets a couple, and it's third down.
Third down coming up.
This season, the numbers have all been better in the pass yards per
Ravens are 3-5.
One interception. However, an 0-2 record as these Cardinals have lost 5 straight.
Certainly has given them a little bit. If we take a look at Kyler Murray, excuse me, and what he has.
I usually do these updates on Tuesdays, but we'll work on it here.
Here, Joe, in some of those games. But Jacoby Brissett gives them a
third and 8, looking to throw. Pressure coming, he gets it off. Caught, first down, all the way out to the 32. Marvin Harrison Jr. He's got so much potential.
Well, this looks good. I mean, they want to get him involved and really get him running off the ball, and he does a great job.
Patriots 7-2.
He threatens as though he's going to get up the field, and Jacoby lays it out.
Bills 6-2.
That was really good execution. I know everybody.
Fish 2-7. Jets 1-7. They didn't lose this week. Under center, single back set behind him. Changing the play at the line. Brissett checks down to a run. Play action off the run. Boom, as he gets hit. Oh, he's got it off, but incomplete. McBride was there, but he couldn't hold on to it. How about them Colts 7-2? They went into Pittsburgh, got beat 7-2. Jaguars 5-3. Texans 3-5.
Right here in the middle. He doesn't come right away, and then he comes late once it opens up.
Titans 1-8.
He hangs in there and just not quite able to put it on McBride.
Trey McBride, one of the best.
Yeah, you're right, Hot Wax, exactly. He has great jeans. I haven't seen him in jeans. I've only seen him in athletic pants and dress pants. Play action. Brissett throws on a run. Got a man. Overthrow him.
And it'll be third down and 10.
Third down and 10. AFC West. Broncos 7-2. That's one I didn't see.
What we've seen from Dallas the last couple of weeks and now tonight is a lot more man coverage.
Chargers 6-3. They're right on their tail. Chiefs 5-4. Uh-oh.
Change the things up. He's playing a defense.
Chiefs are almost in last place.
Not really a part of what he has done.
Raiders 2-6. I'll do the NFC in a little bit. Shotgun, gonna throw. Broussard. Down the field he goes. Harrison again, but is it gonna bounce? Cowboys are offsides. It's gonna go. That's another 15-yard play for Harrison. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Offside defense. That penalty declined. The play results for first down.
First down.
They're going to call it on Solomon Thomas. It's declined for the 15-yard completion stance.
Well, Kobe Brissett knew he had a free play, but he had nobody going deep. Instead, he goes out to the outside to Marvin Harrison Jr. And Dallas brought it.
Yeah, they've been very good.
Zero coverage, no safety in the middle, but nobody was taking the middle of the field.
Shotgun formation, single back set. Play action handoff, looking to throw. Brissett down the field. Looking for Harrison, can't get it. Incomplete. Anybody brand new in here tonight for the first time on the channel, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. All fans are welcome here.
Murray watching on this gigantic replay board. There's Diggs, and it's second down and 10.
Yeah, this is the defense. We see Diggs over there on the sidelines. They've been banged up so much. Just trying to get bodies out there, which is essentially what they had to do.
Under center. Checks down. Handoff. Nope. Play action again. Throws on a run. Wilson on the catch. Short run. Hello, Hatbox Ghost. Jerry, how you doing?
Third down coming up.
Well, that's a look at this play action game that really Drew Petzing, the offensive coordinator.
Third down. Third down.
That's what he likes to do. His background with Kevin Stefanski in Cleveland, North Turner in Minnesota, they really lean heavily on the run game, but then trying to marry the passing game and, more importantly, the play action game in with that. And
shotgun. 4 wide. 4 wide. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's got time. Gets it off. Soft touch. Oh, incomplete, but flags on the play all over the place. Flags all through the secondary.
Marquise Bell was back there in coverage, and he could not hang with Trey McBride.
Well, not many can when you watch Trey McBride. He's one of the best tight ends in all of football.
For the pass, holding defense.
Holding defense. 5 yards, automatic. First down.
To look at it as McBride, you got Preston with a slot, and
McBride just beat him off the line.
Where he's going with the football, and a lot of contact, a lot of grabbing. This was a play. You don't see McBride.
McBride almost had that ball too.
This guy's impressive to watch. We haven't called a lot of Arizona games in the last few years, but man, he has been impressive to watch.
His offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing, said he can adjust his body to make jab throws look good.
First down and 10, just across the midfield stripe. First and 10. Handoff straight ahead. Knight got about 2 yards.
If you look at the offense and their lineup, there's their offensive line. Good left tackle in Paris Johnson Jr. Froholt at center.
Second down.
Receivers, we've already seen a lot of Marvin Harrison Jr. and Van Knight with this carousel of running back.
Daniel Barry, hello, friend.
As the feature back for that man, Drew Petzing.
Yeah, they lost a couple of good guys, good runners, and James Conner and Trey Benson. And so Van Knight, he becomes more of the featured guy.
Under center, single back set, hands it off again to Knight. Gain of about 3, second and 5. Second and 5. Eagles are still 6-2. Cowboys 3-4-1. Commanders 3-6. G-Men 2-7.
The Cardinals are 2 for 2 on this drive.
Passing down. And
the Packers are 5-2-1.
Coming away with points going likely on the drive. So see if Dallas is able to generate some pass rush.
Shotgun formation, third down and 6. Third and 6. Pressure's coming. Here's the pass. Going to throw. Now he's running for his life. Throws underneath. Caught. First down, Wilson. First down, Wilson.
The rock landed again, and Wilson went through him.
Surprised he's not following you.
Yeah, such a good job by Wilson.
Okay.
Makes the catch.
Does Eric want one of these?
If he makes a tackle there, he's short of the first down. Just great individual effort. And I think if he comes up short based on the conversation.
Daniel Barry, our good friend, in with us.
Good chance they were going to go for it. He had told us they're going to be more aggressive on fourth downs than
Bears 5-3.
Cowboys offense.
That's right, they won. Vikings 4-4. First down and 10, changing the play at the line, calling out the alert. Calling out the alert. Fumble! Brissett just falls on it. Fumble down there. NFC South, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6-2. Just let you know. How about the Panthers at 5-4? What's going on in Carolina?
Yeah, listen, he's led this team with 26 pressures.
Saints are 1-8.
Last year, Dan Quinn loved him. He has 1 sack this season, and somebody they need to get back out on the field.
Yeah, it's a big loss. Even though he hasn't been quite as productive as they had hoped, he led the Commanders last year in sacks with 10.5.
Shotgun formation, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Goes underneath. Caught. Goes to his tight end. Down to the 29.
The 30, a gain of 7, and third down coming up again.
Yeah, Elijah Higgins, he's another one of these tight ends. I really like, as I mentioned, Trey McBride, but Elijah Higgins, he was a wide receiver in college. So they've got some guys at that position, and they try to utilize them, and they run a fair amount of 2 tight ends.
Standings are all caught up now for anybody that was checking.
Good long drive. After the Cowboys turned it over on downs.
3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5. A lot of clock getting eaten up here.
3rd down and 5. Extra man on the rush to the
Underneath, incomplete. 4th down. That under was looking hot for a minute. Now it's not looking so good.
And this is one that Brissett would just like to have back, because you're going to see the separation that he's able to get as he comes out of this break. It's just kind of pitch and catch, and really they picked it up good up front for him as well.
That for Harrison, his 4th target on this opening drive, twice as many as he's ever had on an opening drive in his young career. So they are coming into tonight. They're going to feature Marvin Harrison Jr. And here is Chad Ryland, who will try from 48.
Kick is up, and it is no good. No, they're going to say it went over the top of the upright. That thing looked really wide right.
Saw that look on the face of Brian Schottenheimer. They're calling it good.
Calling it good.
Walmart's top brand gifts surprised every last home.
Walmart has Tony's and Nespresso, even Apple. Who knew?
Really? Okay, Blazer.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value. You rule number 10, I mix and match my way. Here's 7 tasty items.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're here on a Monday night hanging out with us.
That's all up to me. The $5.
It is the holiday season.
Burger King classics to fan favorites.
That's a great thing. Love the holiday season.
Start the investing day live from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange.
Love the holiday season. Christmas not that far away. And we went from this song, let's see. That's not it. Thought it was a different song. Went from a really good, I thought that was that Candy song, but it's not the Candy song. Let's see. Let me give you a good one to put you in the feeling. Ready? Here we go. There you go, everybody. Curtis family, hello. Welcome into the first Monday night of football season for the holidays of 2025. I'm excited about that. I am excited about that. Or I could play the song that Molly and Doug like. This is their favorite song. This is the one that they love to hear this song. Love it.
But the fire is so delightful.
They love a little Dean Martin. They just love yelling out.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
That's their favorite one. Their favorite one. Coming back here, it's going to be Cowboys getting the ball 3-0 down. See if they can do more than they did in their first one.
Progressive, get coverage you can count on with home and auto at progressive.com. And Call of Duty Black Ops 7 available November 14th. Pre-order now, rated M for mature. Starting this season, the Cardinals offer the first of its kind elevated travel experience. Give fans the opportunity to see the team play.
My leg is really loose. I guess I had that on all day today. All right, here we go. Kicking off again.
The team's airplanes flew here to Dallas, into the tailgate, and enjoying a 3-0 lead.
Enjoyed my call on Coffee Talk, Chris. Thank you. Here comes Turpin. Oh, he gets hit in the... Oh, my God. Straight up. That's a 23. Turpin gets dropped.
Takedown on that play. Devontae Turpin, once he gets a little speed and a little space, he's a dangerous guy. Higgins comes in and I think they call that a hog tie in the rodeo.
He's 5'7", 158, Turpin.
I'm so frustrated with this right now.
By the way, we looked at that field goal attempt by Ryland during the break, and it looked like, as we will check in with Russell Ewert, Prescott is going to swing it.
Swings it to the outside. Williams dances around, gets about 3 or 4 yards.
This, although initially, Russell, it looked like it might be wide right. Was
T. Marie's Place, hello, welcome in.
Looks like the ball passes inside the outside edge.
Another one of our partner channels with Doug in here.
And notably,
Tina.
because it passed above the upright.
Maybe Mouse Talk will show up.
So with 3-0 Arizona lead, and one way to keep jacking this offense off the field if you're Arizona is put together a 7-minute drive. 2nd down and 7.
2nd down and 7. Underneath, caught, dropped. Dropped another one. Turpin on the drop. Still 3rd and 7 now.
I think this is kind of falling into the hands of Jonathan Gannon and what he wants to see from this defense. As I mentioned, they're going to play more coverage, try to keep the ball in front of them.
Lenny, what's up, buddy? He says, let's go Cardinals.
Turpin, he drops it, but this is the down here, and this is where Arizona...
3rd and 7, 3rd and 7.
Stopping people on 3rd down.
3rd down and 7. That was
deep drop. Steps up, throws on a run, caught, 1st down. CeeDee Lamb at the 40, but we got a flag. We got laundry on the field. It's coming back.
Looked like a hold.
3-0, Michael. 3-0, Michael.
A lot of times when it happens.
Holding Dallas. Holding Dallas.
So that's Tyler Booker, who is the 1st-round pick from Alabama, 12th overall this year. They get their center, Cooper Beebe, back this week. He missed 6 games, was on IR, and there's the hold on Mac Wilson. As Prescott got out of the pocket, it's 3rd and 17.
Yeah, as soon as he escaped to his right, he feels the defender moving, and that's when he grabbed. This has been a Cowboys offense and defense that has been heavily penalized.
Here's the check. Hey, here goes 3 check, 3 check.
Cardinals didn't jump.
Dak throws it, got his arm hit as he threw it. Underneath, intercepted, dropped. Cardinals had a chance to intercept it and dropped it.
The pressure by Josh Sweat. And that forced that short throw, and Wilson was looking at an easy interception on his 4th down.
It sure was. Josh Sweat at the bottom of the screen. He gets an inside release, but the pressure, it hits Dak Prescott's arm, which is why the ball floated when it came out.
Oh, come on, computer.
He's trying to catch it more like a punt. The ball was in the air, it seemed like forever. And he knows he missed a real opportunity of giving this offense some great field position.
They're going to blow this one dead. Wilson, who had an interception against the Colts earlier in the year, week 6. false start. Offense of a 29. 5-yard penalty remains fourth down.
So now the Cowboys talked about how penalized they have been. They came into this game with 67 penalties, 555 yards, both the second highest total in the league.
Can you come here for 1 second?
They had 4 penalties called against them, 3 accepted, and then had 3 drops on offense. Normally it's one side.
Punting from their own end zone. Oh, it was almost blocked.
They had the second most penalties, both offensively and defensively.
Collected at the 50, inside to the 47, tackle there.
And is able to return it. That one was almost blocked. Margaret Hunt.
Look at Dallas down there. I've been down that way.
Arizona.
Been there before. That's a big town. Everything's bigger in Texas.
With mayo.
No mayo.
Don't forget my strawberry milkshake.
Hold on. So we want 4 chickens with fried. 3 Trubisky. You're in. Mitch Trubisky, backup orderer.
If only there were backups in real life.
Combo 3, no mayo. Combo 3.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
And 1 strawberry shake.
Play straightforward. Guys, should we trade Danny?
Very funny.
So my fridge broke. What do I do now?
Lowe's. If you find a lower price on the same item, they'll match it with their lowest price guarantee. And they do next day delivery.
Record field goal last night. Yeah, he had a lot in that foot.
More holiday for less.
A Chewy order is on the way for Hunter, who finds anything.
A lot in the foot.
This holiday, Mom uses Chewy to save up to 40% on gifts that.
Can you,
Hunter
this
plus
black
Hunter
cord right here, I need you to unplug it, plug it back in.
Holidays with pets. There's Chewy.
Right next to the light.
Welcome to the running back. About 30 days, you win $1 billion.
Thank you very much.
This game is rigged.
One of the few things that's very tough to do.
So ever 48 tickets on sale now.
Feel that? Monday night from the frozen tundra. Feeling love hurts. Jalen's ready to get those Eagles flying.
The Eagles and the Packers on Monday night. That'll be a good game.
Feeling defending champs versus the next contender. Feeling playoff-like atmosphere. Feeling all the feels for a high-impact NFC showdown. Eagles Packers next Monday at 8 on ABC and ESPN. Also streaming on the all-new ESPN app.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Ted and Lisa Salters live in the tunnel.
Wow! Is this on?
Who are you?
I'm the replacer because these guys are playing the new Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Boy, do I have breaking news for you.
Maybe we should cut.
I'm taking over.
Sir, excuse me.
Going to your mom's house.
Wait, what? Be careful.
Check this out.
Rated M for mature.
Thanks. We welcome you back to Arlington, Texas, AT&T Stadium. Second possession for Arizona. They lead by 3, 2:02 left in quarter number 1. They get the early lead as they have done 7 times so far this season.
First down and 10 from the 47. Cardinals with it.
From the 47,
Pitch.
here is a toss.
Out of the backyard.
Broke a tackle and a nice gain on first down.
Nice run.
It's 5, maybe 6.
Gain of 6. DeMercado.
Last box is the one that hurts. All by 4 points or fewer. You see what they've done. The points per game and points per game allowed, but it has been heartbreak city for the Arizona Cardinals.
It really has. I mean, this is an offense and a team that's come into this game or this season really expected to be able to do some good things. And some of these losses that they have had have just been absolutely gut-wrenching.
Total of 13 points over those 5 losses. Second down and 4. Great action. Brissett is sacked.
Brissett just got sacked. Big time sack. 3rd and 14 coming up.
The rookie is getting better and better and better. Gets his second.
Yeah, he really is. He's going up against one-on-one blocking, and you look at what he's been able to do over the last month of the season, and it has been impressive. He's been one of the few.
Andy Chan, welcome in.
In fact, he's been so impressive that one of the changes they made tonight is they made him a starter, and he's earned it. And he's really been a bright light for this defensive team and comes up with a big play.
16.5 sacks last year at Boston College, an All-American there. Big play, loss of 10, 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14. Brissett across the middle, caught. Harrison, first down to the 31.
Conversion for Arizona. Under 20 seconds to play in the quarter, and that for 20 yards. Yeah, just a great job picking up a 5-man rush up front. And Marvin Harrison, he has gotten some targets tonight, and that's what everybody is.
Harrison getting some catches.
Comes up with a big play. All 3 of his catches on 3rd down tonight for first downs. Arizona got that early stop on defense. They've got 3 points on the board. They've got a first down when we come back. Second quarter in Texas. 3-6 Cardinals.
Ozma,
Giannis.
I tried building my kids a dollhouse, and well,
Toy making is more of an elf thing.
I might have used the elf word.
Leave the building to smaller hands. The elf word?
What is Google doing?
Jameson, a famously smooth whiskey from a famous big family. He's Jose, the one of us. Even when he shows up uninvited, he's never empty-handed. You see, he's nearly as smooth as our whiskey. Must be a Jameson.
News Nation and Decision Desk HQ out in front.
Accurate election results, faster than the other networks.
News Nation once again has called it first.
The difference is DDHQ.
News Nation is the first network to project with our partners Decision Desk HQ that Donald Trump will be the 47th president.
The best of it is News Nation. They kicked everybody's butt. No one has been close to News Nation.
Yeah, that should be right.
Coverage begins Tuesday at 7/6 Central on News Nation.
Jack Daniels starts here. From
There we
clear
go.
spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey. Made by those who pour everything into their...
A lot of space in the secondary. I agree.
That's what makes Jack.
We got a commercial break real quick here.
And so I really have to have the internet working when I'm working from home. My husband works from home.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom. Give us a call.
Rob and Melanie Striffler by Dream Vacations is an authorized Disney vacation planner. Our travel agency's knowledge of Disney products has earned us the distinction of being named an authorized Disney vacation planner. We were given this special designation by Disney as a result of our agency's ongoing focus and commitment to planning customized, magical trips to Disney parks, Disney Cruise Line, and other Disney vacation destinations worldwide.
Quarter number 2 coming up here. If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. Brissett with the ball, ready to roll.
Great start. The second-year receiver.
Handoff, big time run up the middle. Whoop, look out. He almost broke it down to the 15.
Good block from Kelvin Beacham, an extra offensive lineman brought in 16 yards. Yeah, they've been bringing in the extra lineman Beacham, as you mentioned, Joe, quite a bit here in this first half. A good block by the center. Rojo helps kind of seal that inside run. So the Cowboys fans have seen that all too often. There's nobody in the hole and nobody stepping in at the linebacker spot. Really good pickup there on first down.
Shotgun underneath, caught. Harrison inside the 9 to the 8.
Ron Bland and Marvin Harrison Jr. have spent a lot of time up against one another here tonight in the early going. That one a gain of 7. Yeah, I like that. Drew Petzing, the offensive coordinator, has really made it a point here in this first half to try to get the ball into Marvin Harrison's hands and let him get into some type of rhythm. You know, it looks like he's in store for a big night. Certainly a lot of targets. Only one time this year has he gotten 10-plus targets in a game.
Shotgun, handoff, check down, short run. It's going to be 3rd and 1 when they come back. 3rd and 1 If you're brand new, say hello to the chat. Hit this, sub it up. We are doing primetime football all the time on this channel. Over 100 plus NFL games will be done this year, or this season, I should say.
And one of the leaders for this offensive team. They also lost Trey Benson, a team that's built to run without their top 2 running backs. Here's Knight.
Knight around the outside, inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, Arizona.
And forced out by Murray. And he's got a first down with a gain of 2. First and goal.
A good movement up front, and talked about how well this offense had run the ball the 2 prior years and how it's been a bit of a struggle this year. You mentioned those injuries there, running back Joe, but damn night, you see the blocking. Evan Brown, the left guard, he's out there, and that's an area for this Cowboys defense where they have had some issues is the perimeter run game and trying to shore that up.
Kelvin Beacham, the extra offensive lineman back in there.
Play action. Going to throw. Touchdown. Marvin Harrison.
Clap your hands!
I mean, that's as good a release as you're going to see. They went jumbo personnel, as you said, Joe, and they showed run by formation. They got Marvin Harrison out as the only wide receiver, and man, what a route. You can watch a lot of football and not see something like that.
And his dad, the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison Sr., is going to have a big smile on his face watching this. 7 targets, 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown from Chicago.
Harrison's having himself a good night tonight. I'm glad I started him. Glad I started him. 10-0 Arizona on the road.
Started in 1975, and the clock's still ticking. A light beer that tastes like a beer. Now that's legendary. Here's to another 50 years of Miller time.
Gemini, which of these would be a little less expected?
Check out the alliums. They'd go great with the hydrangeas below.
Would have lost till Saturday?
Yeah, they should last until Saturday.
Soon we'll be telling the whole stadium how Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. I'll go get us tickets.
Only pay for what you need.
Only pay for what you need.
This is what you can buy for $10 at KFC $10 Tuesdays. And this is what you can buy for $10 at a coffee shop.
This is coffee.
I know. It was expensive.
Get more bang for your bucket at KFC. 8 pieces.
Glad Mr. Ryan Rose joined us here tonight.
For just $10.
I'll tell you what, it's going to give them a tough choice if they keep playing well with Brissett. I know they paid Kyle Murray all this money, but hey.
New Balance. We got now.
It is not the man who commands the field beneath the stadium lights who deserves our highest praise. It is those out of the arena. Never forget to honor character. Playoff contenders take the field. Unbeaten BYU battles Texas Tech. Texas A&M.
BYU and Texas Tech.
Alabama looks to roll against LSU. Saturday on ABC.
8-9 games should be good.
I gotta start taking the stairs.
Predator Badlands in theaters Friday, rated PG-13.
Take a look at
Bland just fell down, that's all.
Marvin Harrison Jr. has put together. And look at this move on.
Okay, Debbie.
That is an amazing route in that close of space. Here's C.D. Lamb watching it on the big screen.
Yeah, don't take our word for it. Take his.
He couldn't believe it either. Oh. Well, his dad's watching this one. I hope he's watching this one.
Oh, he is.
His son's having a heck of a night.
He's watching back in Philly.
Here we go. Caught at the 5, 10, 15, 20. After the 25, Turpin dropped it to 27.
Well, as you guys said, I guarantee you Marvin Harrison Sr. is watching this. His son told me when it comes to advice from his dad, they talk a lot. He's noticed a few things about his game that's helped him. He's been pointing some things out. The most recent advice was to get lower in his stance, get off the ball faster. Marvin said he's encouraged him to look ready, too, just to be more aggressive. Guys, looks like we're seeing that tonight.
Yeah, he's kind of having a coming out party here tonight. In his second year in the league.
Handoff straight up the middle. Williams, a gain of 2, maybe 3. Second down and 7. Second and 7.
Did not teach him on that route was how to run it from the left side. For everyone who followed Marvin Harrison Sr.'s career there with Peyton Manning in Indianapolis, he pretty much only lined up on the right side of the formation. So he may have shown him how to run that route, but certainly not from the left side of the offense as he was there.
Pretty good combo with Reggie Wayne on the other side. Second down and 8. Dak. Pickens.
Look at the throw. Pickens caught. Gain of about 13.
With regard to Marvin Sr., a piece that came out on ESPN.com by the Cardinals reporter Josh Weinfuss. Marvin Sr. said, it's very hard for me to watch the Cardinals offense, and you can quote me on that. You can put Marvin Harrison Sr. in my prime in Arizona right now, and guess what happened? Canton would want their Colt Blazer back, their Hall of Fame Blazer back. Paraphrasing at the end, and he's been frustrated watching it from afar. He's not frustrated tonight.
No, he's not frustrated tonight, and nor is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Shotgun, check down, handoff, Williams again.
Did the most he could with that.
Nothing there, not much. Gain of 3.
Stop, second down.
Second down and 7.
For Arizona overall, I like the unit. You know, they do a lot of good things. The fourth quarters have been really tough on them. And as Jonathan Gannon said, when it comes time...
Old quarterback, yeah. That would make sense. I thought she married a quarterback.
But they've got some pieces that I really like. In this secondary, and they can compete. And they got some young guys that certainly...
Play action, pressure coming, dumps it back to Lamb. He's trying to make something happen. Great effort by CeeDee Lamb. He's going to be short. Third down and 2.
Short by getting 5. That was all number 8.
That's a heck of an effort right there.
No doubt about it. He looked like a punt returner once he got this ball, trying to weave his way through all these defenders. And it looked like he wasn't going to go anywhere. And the fact that he was able to get some yardage, make this a relatively short third down opportunity is all a credit to him.
Third down and 2.
Handoff up the middle, Williams. First down. Cowboys moving the ball now.
Big chunk plays from Javonte Williams. They need a first down there, and Brian Schottenheimer is the head coach and calling the plays. Hands it off, and they get the first down.
Well, Javonte Williams, what he has been through with his career, had a big rookie year in 21, a devastating knee injury in 22, and he's given this Dallas offense with his running. It's had to be more than they could have ever hoped.
Play action. Prescott is going to go.
Nice run. Prescott for 11 yards. Actually, they're going to mark him where his knee hit, so a gain of 9. Second and 1 at the 38.
There's going to be some opportunity. As you see, all these defenders are so worried about giving up the big play, and not just against Dallas, but even more so against them. But this is kind of their style. They want to try to drop and get underneath these routes. So there's going to be opportunities like this for Prescott. He's run less as he's gotten older now in his 10th season, but he's still capable of picking up good yards.
Prescott
down the sideline. Incomplete. He overthrew CeeDee Lamb. He had him. Overthrew him.
It brings up 3rd and 1.
If you're brand new tonight, say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. All fans are welcome here. We'll be live Thursday night with Denver and the Raiders.
CeeDee Lamb got on top of him, so there was a real shot. Here's another look at it at the top of the screen. Just not quite able to.
Just a little bit long.
3rd down and 1. Williams just delivered that block on Matt Wilson. And now Jetson trying to pick up the first down.
Very nice. First down run.
A gain of 3. The Cowboys this season, you look at what they've done on the far right with their top 2 receivers, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. They have scored a ton of points. They've given up a ton of points, and they have not won or lost consecutive games yet this season. To the record of 3-4-1.
Yeah, that's going to have to change, of course, if they're going to do what they.
There's a pitch to Turpin.
Here's a toss.
Nice adjustment and run out to the 28.
Started that play in the back.
Turpin is a fast guy, man.
The safety came up to make the stop.
Fast guy.
Schottenheimer there and him calling the plays, and it has been interesting watching this offense. Obviously, they've been really productive, and Dak Prescott, I think he was really hoping that when Mike McCarthy wasn't brought back, that Schottenheimer would be named the head coach, and there's no question.
Second down and 7. Second and 7.
As Schottenheimer, he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Shotgun rolls to his right, throws back across the middle, caught. Pickens, another catch.
Did Pickens hang on? The flag comes in late.
Late flag.
Catch by Pickens for the moment. Well, let's see if it stands. Green Hill gives us the call.
Holding offense.
Nope.
7. 10-yard penalty. Remaining second down.
That's it.
Holding offense. Do it again.
Josh Sweat.
87 right here at the bottom. Josh Sweat, he's already been a little disruptive here in this first half, and
That was a horrible holding.
Probably a little better look at it. Yeah, kind of pulls him down.
So that takes the first down away. That's penalty number 4. The second most penalized team in the league this year, 2nd and 17.
Shotgun, looking to throw, deep drop. Prescott runs from his first guy, throws on the run. Way too high for Pickens.
Collins, who came through.
Way too high.
Dak Prescott brings up third down and
17.
Boy, Zaven Collins, you see again, everyone that bails out, trying to get underneath these routes. And Zaven Collins, he's able to win up front, has a straight shot. And usually if you allow Prescott to get away from a sack like that, buy some time, somebody's going to get open. And certainly Pickens was. It just, you see the communication there with Prescott. He was hoping that Pickens would do something a little different than what he did.
They're in field goal range for Aubrey.
Throws underneath. Ferguson. Fumble! Arizona's got it.
Into the arms of Budabaker.
Arizona's got the fumble.
Matt Wilson delivered the hit, and Britta Baker is there after the bounce to get the fumble.
Wow.
Ferguson.
They just punched it out. Straight out punch.
Made the play. Buda gets the ball.
10-0, 6:30 left. Look at Jerry Jones and Steve Smith. Steve Smith don't even want to look at Jerry Jones. That's great. He didn't even want to look at Jerry Jones after that. He was trying to distance himself.
HyperX Quadcast 2S.
I hate writing about myself. Help me turn my portfolio.
That was great.
Inspired by her cat Ziggy, Jenna's work is a contrast of sturdy form and wild color.
That was great.
Do you see what I'm highlighting?
I'm talking to your computer. Can you show me how?
If you're brand new in here tonight, say hello. We'd love to welcome you in.
What would you like me to do next?
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you. At Capella University, you'll learn in-demand business skills relevant.
I'll be right back.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans. Compare drug coverage. Compare costs. See if you can save. And make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Compare plans now at Medicare.gov.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. This November, everyone gets employee pricing at Thompson Creator.
You know that feeling that you get when you get an inside deal? Well, that's what's happening right now at Thompson Creek. You pay what I pay.
Get a cozier home and help lower those energy bills.
All right.
Employee pricing on
That was sloppy play, Debbie. You're right. That was very sloppy play.
Schedule your free no.
But that's what Dallas has had all year. You know, they'll do something good and then bam. These teams just love to screw themselves. Well, you're not wrong. Not wrong.
Meaty, juicy, natural ingredients. Ready to make 9 lives 10? Visit smalls.com.
Anybody brand new in here for the first time on our channel?
Linebacker Matt Wilson delivered the punch right on the football to force the fumble.
Teams love those punches.
Say a picture is worth 1 billion words. There it is. All right.
Stephen A. Smith has seen enough. He's leaving. Stephen A. Smith, after that play, got up and left. Jerry Jones. First down run, not much on it. Second down and 9.
Who came with the 2 first-round picks in the Michael Parsons trade made that strong time. It would have been interesting had
yeah, that's true, right, Bruce?
It would have been 4th and 5. He was short of the first down. Would have been interesting to see if Ryan Schottenheimer would have elected to go for it there, or if he would have brought out Brandon Aubrey. But good defensive series there by Arizona, not yielding any points again.
Shotgun, go to throw, underneath, caught. First down, McBride, out to the 35.
It was Shamar James who missed that initial tackle, and then once he was...
First down, McBride, out to the 35.
First down. Yeah, that's the one thing that does jump out when you watch Trey McBride is the effort and how aggressive he is, attacking the football, and then yards after the catch. He's been awfully impressive. I tell you, Drew Petzing, the offensive coordinator, he's been impressive. He's been mixing up a lot of personnel groupings here in this first half. They've gone 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, 4 wide receivers. Been big. 6 offensive linemen.
Throws incomplete. Incomplete.
Buda Baker is the one who got that.
No problem, Bruce. That's always a good thing to do.
Takeaways have been hard to come by. His first.
Appreciate your support.
Yeah, Buda Baker, he's kind of the glue for this defense. And you watch him, and at times it looks like he just has the flexibility to run anywhere he wants. You ask Jonathan Gannon, he doesn't have quite that kind of freedom, but they do build this defense around him. Second
play action. Look at the throw. Sack. Hit the backfield at the 30. Cowboys get to him.
To bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. Long.
We've seen this a couple times now. They bring in Beachum, the extra offensive lineman, and then he's gotten beat. This is the 2nd time tonight that he's gotten beat there on the edge. And Clowney, he gets past him this time and comes up with a big play when they needed it. And now it's 3rd down and long. This is a defense that came into tonight with only 2 sacks all season on 3rd down. It's 3rd and 16.
3rd and 16. Pressure coming. Look at the throw.
Pressure up the middle.
Flags everywhere. Caught. McBride short, but I think it's going to come back anyway.
By a lot. Elvin Beachum was trying to take care of Jadeveon Clowney. And Paris Johnson Jr. as well.
That penalty is declined. 4th down.
They get Paris Johnson Jr.
Declined. 4th down. Cowboys getting the ball back.
It's Ferguson happy his defense makes a stand, and Dallas, with under 5 to go in the half, should get the ball back, trailing now by 10. Yeah, 3rd downs haven't been too good to Dallas defensively. Arizona, it was just the 2nd time they've been stopped here on 3rd down. But, Arizona, they'll take it as far as being able to force the turnover with Jake Ferguson, get the ball to the offense and punt it, try to pin Dallas deep, and they can go the length of the field again.
Boom! It blocked! Blocked! It's into the end zone! Cowboys fall on it. Touchdown, Dallas. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, you see Sam Williams, he just comes right at the gut. There's really not much resistance whatsoever. He's right there. They were close on a previous punt, and this time they're able to make a play. They've been needing a spark here in this first half. I mean, you see it hits off Williams' helmet.
And Nayland won that race to the end zone.
That was a great job by them. A lot of times you get that.
There's a big turn. Extra points good. Rudy having fun. What's up, buddy?
Cowboys are on the board. Down by 3. And for Dallas, their first blocked punt for a touchdown since 2021. And boy, did they need that. A team that's averaged over 40 points.
He blocked that with his face. Oh, wow. Blocked it with his face.
Special team score. And now trailing by 3.
Little under 4.5. Little under 4.5.
Great news from Jeremy in sales. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's following up the leads 23% faster. Jeremy.
Great. So I can tell the board that the company's more productive.
Oh, no. I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy in sales is following up.
Not much. He's hanging in there. In the face. In the face.
Jeremy.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smarter business.
348 when we return. 358 when we return.
It's the Capital One Bank guy. That's me. Could we get a selfie? Of course. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account. Ooh, that's a keeper.
So, what do you do outside of the Capital One Cafe?
What do you mean?
Like when you go home or...
Sleep tight. Don't let the overdraft fees bite. What's in your wallet?
A guy was sleeping in the bank. That would be something.
Rule number 82. Everyone gets what they want. Now we choose the deal. So I get exactly what I want, and so does the Picky Princess.
There's something for everyone with a $5 duo or $7 trio.
Was a month-ish before the holidays, the best time of year, and PetSmart was brimming with holiday.
Holiday times are here. I'm excited.
Like food, every pet got into a holiday mood. PetSmart, anything for pets.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
Funny. I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
Well, that's easy.
This game was flying along for a bit there. It's slowed up a little bit now.
And their families. Grandpa served when he joined USAA. He shared membership with your mom, so she'll give it to you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And they'll take good care of you.
USAA. Members who switch saved an average of $840 annually on auto insurance. Week 10 of the NFL season kicks off with Thursday Night Football.
Thursday night, Raiders and Broncos will be doing it. Yeah, he's been hurt.
NFL Plus.
Beautiful night outside. Monday, November 3rd. We're in Arlington, and tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Taco Bell. That's Dallas, Texas. And we're about 20 miles west of the city of Dallas as Aubrey will.
Aubrey kicking it off. 10, 15, 20, 25 for the Cardinals. Knocked back. Comes back the other way. Going to get knocked out of bounds to 26.
Get it across the 25. That was Lillifowl who delivered that hit. Let's go back to this block punt by Williams.
Yeah, I thought O'Donnell, when you watch it, I mean, he got right through the middle, but O'Donnell seemed to be a little slower than you would expect. And there's the reaction in the Jones suite.
Somebody get Stephen A. Get him back here. Where'd he go? Get him in the hallway.
They're all hollering for, like, where is he? Where is he? No, he's around here somewhere.
It's first down, Arizona.
First down, Arizona. Here we go.
Leading by 3.
Shotgun, play action. Gets it off, caught. Gain of 10, gain of 15. 16 yards.
Ezaraku made the stop eventually, but a gain of 15 on a nice catch and run by Elijah Higgins.
Yeah, really.
Elijah Higgins on the catch.
What I mentioned as far as him being a wide receiver in college and what he's able to do. Trey McBride, obviously, the offense up to this point this season has kind of gone through Trey McBride, but Elijah Higgins, he can also do some pretty special things.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in this first.
Going under 3 minutes. Going under 3.
McBride on the sideline on first down. Play action. Good protection. Passes high.
Play action. Nice catch, Marvin Harrison again.
He's got a touchdown tonight. He's got another catch. This one for 16 yards. And again, working against Deron Bland.
Well, take a look at him. You're going to see he gets Bland turned around again at the top of the route. And what does that is really all speed. Once you come off the ball, and
that's high speed.
When I was watching him early in the season, Joe, it looked like he was doing a lot of thinking and just really wasn't allowing his abilities to take over. And they've gotten him coming off the ball a little bit faster. He certainly has shown that tonight. He's run some excellent routes.
Well said.
The Cowboys' best corner turned around once again.
Play action. Look at the throw. Got time. Underneath again. Higgins again.
And then survives the hit by Murray. And a big play on
Gain of about 7.
To the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Marvin Harrison Jr. has a touchdown.
Warning you that there's 2 minutes.
Which ties his career high for an entire game. Cowboys thought they were going to.
Doug will have stats at halftime.
For the touchdown. So the Cardinals moving it down the field.
We'll be right back. If you're looking for bracelets made with love, it's KT Designs and Crafts Company. Does an amazing job with various bracelets from Disney and other content variables. Check out the Etsy shop located right here on the link provided by our moderators. You can get them made today and shipped out to you really quick. Katie supports the Pete McDevitt Show, and we say, hey, go out and support KT Designs and Crafts Company, handmade with love.
Come check out the Zip-a-Dee-Doo Doug YouTube channel. Start your week right with Coffee Talk. Doug and Scallywag Steve for Disney news and what Disney YouTube creators are live for the day. Need a midweek pick-me-up? Hump Day Hangout is your go-to for hilarious banter, games, and the perfect escape from the workweek blues. And join Monorail Molly, Kelsey Elizabeth, and Doug for Shade Room Runway for the latest styles, fierce looks, and a runway show you won't want to miss. Whether you're looking for a laugh, a dose of inspiration, or just a good time, come check out the coolest YouTube channel out there, Zip-a-Dee-Doo Doug.
Hey everyone, this is Tina from Tina Marie's Plays on YouTube. On my channel, you'll find a variety of things, from Disney to Harry Potter, crafting, and more. I do live streams every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and I love when people pop into the chat because I built my channel on community, and I love making friends. So if you want to come hang out and have fun, come to my place. It's also yours. See you there.
This is Mama Mouse
and Kelly
from Myers and the Mouse YouTube channel.
When we can't be in the parks, we listen to Magic of the Mouse Radio. When you can't be at Disney, you should come visit us on YouTube for Disney fun, Disney live streams,
and Disney shopping and DIY crafts.
Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
And Mondays at 12:30 Eastern Time. Keep Myers and the Mouse in your house. Have a magical day.
Life and gave me the tools to go get it. I feel I can accomplish anything.
Learn more at umgc.edu.
All right, 2-minute warning here. 2 minutes.
First half takeaways from this game. Boomer's fastest 3 minutes.
Check out all my partner channels there. Zippity-Doo Dog, T. Marie's Place, Myers and the Mouse. That's 3 of them. I still got to get one of those done for Walt. It's like trying to watch cheese dry.
He spent the last 2.5 drives for Arizona.
Second down and 3. Second down and 3.
Checking out his shoulder. Trying to help his defense on a 2nd and 3. Quick snap. Knight. And the tackle.
Knight tackle behind the line. 3rd down.
Back into the game. Made that stop and no gain.
Somebody taking a timeout here?
Jonah Williams, the right tackle. He's expecting him to come up the field. There's Jonah Williams.
These bots are just relentless.
He starts and then he beats him to the inside and then makes a great play.
It's just bot attack, bot attack, bot attack.
Takes a timeout after that defensive play by Dante Fowler.
Training day starts with necessities. First, the weight room. Squat, press, arms. Then it's straight to conditioning. How I show up here is how I show up on game days. Okay, that was clean. Then I study my playbook. Gotta stay sharp on both sides of the ball. Quick pose for the cameras. And it's to the leg where I keep my mental game strong.
Huh.
Gotta keep my energy right. Grab a Celsius.
Go Mini, welcome in. Third down and 3. Third and 3. Play action, about to get killed. Gets it off. Knight on the run, but he's not. Did he get it? He might have got it. He did. First and 10. Wow.
Really impressive here.
Jonathan, welcome in.
Here in this entire first half, I think he's done an excellent job really of managing the pocket and being able to slide move enough to give him some throwing lanes. And with Clowney coming right around that edge and not liking what he saw downfield.
He got more than I thought he was going to get there.
Knight went out of bounds, so the clock stops at a minute 50.
John Corndog, welcome in. Shotgun throws underneath again. Knight. Gain of 10. Knocked out of bounds inside the 15.
Pushes him out.
Inside the 15.
Well, they bring Samar Jones late.
We're doing good, Jonathan. Doing good. Glad you're off work.
Here he is.
Have some fun tonight.
Four-man rush, and then here he comes. And Brissett feels that, and he knows that the guy who has to come out and cover Bam Knight is coming all the way from center field. You see his eyes there. He saw exactly what he had once Shamar James came late on the blitz.
On first down.
Throws incomplete in the end zone. McBride wanted pass interference. He ain't gonna get it. He's yapping it up and crying a little bit.
At the end of that play, but no flag.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. This is, here's some of the things that McBride can do going against a...
Not happy at all there.
I don't know. Get your thoughts, Russell.
Yeah, I don't see a foul there. He's got
McBride said, hey.
And then I'm team sausage.
After the ball's
There you go.
I would agree with that. Obviously, Brissett.
Edgard, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Nice to see you this evening. Handoff, off tackle right, inside the 10. Tackled at the 7.
On second and 10, got 9 over the right side.
Third down and short coming up.
30 and counting. Dak Prescott wondering how much time's going to be left when he and the offense get the ball back.
Well, they get the incompletion to Trey McBride, and then they come right behind him running the football. He makes an outstanding block on the edge. And just nobody for Dallas able to set the edge. And as I mentioned earlier, that's been the real
4 o'clock management by Arizona. You think so?
for this defense.
No team.
They're leaving a lot of time on there.
Within the final 2 minutes.
Shotgun, go look, throw, no, hands down. Checks down to Knight. Inside the 5, inside the 3. Tackled at the 2.
And it's first and goal.
First and goal from a 2 or 1 3/4.
Well, they get the big punt block and the touchdown, and they're feeling pretty good. They're right back in the game, and Arizona just takes the ball and drives right back down the field.
Time now for our Fantasy Watch, brought to you by Wingstop. We'll look on the Cardinals side, Jacoby Brissett. Probably a late ad for many fantasy football players. There's his night. Marvin Harrison Jr., he's already tied.
Harrison Jr. having a good night.
In a full game.
Yeah, big
20 yards from triple digits.
See what this looks like when it's all said and done tonight. But right here, first down, ideally, Arizona would like to force the Cowboys to use another timeout and run the clock down and hopefully score without leaving any time for Dallas, because we've seen them and what they've been able to do at the end of half. They're as good as anybody in football coming away with points. And right now, with 50 seconds in this half, they can do a lot with it.
Under center, single back set. Handoff straight up the middle, nothing.
Brought down just after getting the football by Solomon Thomas, former first-round pick.
Nothing right there.
Didn't get in. Second and goal.
He didn't get in, but like I said, that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're Arizona, here's a look at it. Solomon Thomas. It's a good push, and you've got three guys meeting him right there at the line.
So a 1
Bodies everywhere on this.
Dallas is out of timeouts. Here is our Wednesday NBA doubleheader on ESPN. The Timberwolves finish up a 3-game road trip when they take on the Knicks. It's
Wednesday NBA. Neil, hello, buddy. Welcome in.
The countdown crew tips off our coverage at 7 Eastern on ESPN. Second and goal. 51 seconds left. Put some time back on. Reset. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Brissett up and over.
Clap your hands.
This season, the first for Brissett.
Just a simple layover push right there.
He puts that leg back whenever he's going to keep it and keep the football on the quarterback sneak, and he's able to punch it across. But what a drive that was for Arizona. 11 plays.
That's a long drive.
And they needed to answer after they get the punt block. Special teams gives up a touchdown. And
49 seconds and a half.
This offense, they come right back and answer.
His first rushing touchdown.
49 is the same number of Mets that have opted out of their contract.
He's bounced around, but he has been
17-7, back up by 10.
First year in Arizona. And he's playing some good football. He's got his team up 10. 49 seconds left in the first half.
We'll be right back here in just a minute. Let me see what I haven't done today.
Not all awards are the same. Some are questionable.
Dun, dun, dun.
I got a bunch. So I might as well go out here and celebrate my best comedian under 5'6" in a movie inspired by board game award. How about this doozy?
All of them right there.
Hurt my feelings a little bit, but I still took
I'm good.
my best actor in a hemorrhoid infomercial. I also got a Tony. Tony, come on, stand up, look alive.
Tony, look up.
You want to talk about real awards? Verizon just got J.D. Powers Best Network Quality 35 times in a row. The real people's choice. Verizon was just awarded the best 5G network, the most reliable.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you're loving the broadcast so far. If you haven't already, take a moment to like the stream and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on future shows. Now, back to the man himself. Here's Pete with more of the Pete McDevitt Show.
It's right on golf.
Edgar, thank you.
Larger vehicle. Sam's
149. Appreciate you on the super chat. Or super sticker. That's a burger. That's a nice looking burger. Actually, wouldn't mind one of them later tonight.
Sit down, fellas. This is based on a true story. Say yes to Sam's Club's baked goods and to custom frosting.
Here you go, Chris.
I love it. It's perfect. Say yes to what you want this holiday and to the joy of
Sam's good. Sam's never looks that good.
Two-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. You can feed the whole team. Or you could get something else for about $6.99 each instead. Your choice, but it's hard to beat $6.99 pizzas from Domino's.
Yeah, I'll take a burger after you.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to score here right in the half. Personally, sub it up if you're new tonight, everybody. We'll be back on Thursday with Denver and the Raiders.
From the Rancher Hat Bar, located north of downtown Dallas, create one-of-a-kind cowboy, rancher, or trucker hats, and I am going to guess that our director, Artie Kempner, will somehow wedge that into his carry-out for his flight home tomorrow.
I was hoping that maybe you'd be taking it home.
Yeah.
You need a cowboy hat, don't you?
Not this gigantic hat. Cowboy hats, not good. I mean, that's good. That's okay. We're going to go. That's Artie doing his thing. You see every hat.
He can't help himself.
Can't help
All right, here comes the kick.
And cast of thousands. We are in Arlington. Where
Boom! Turpin takes it at the 5, 10, 15, out to the 20. Going to get hit there. Bounces off another one out to the 30, 35, 40. Knocked out of bounds at the 39. Big return, Dallas. All the way out to the 39.
Inside the broadcast booth, I'm impressed.
We welcome you inside our broadcast booth. Sub it up and say hello in the chat. We'd love you for it.
Yeah, I agree. They played the game that they've wanted to play. They've converted on third down. They've possessed the football. They haven't even forced Jonathan Gannon to have to make any of these fourth down decisions. You know, they've been so efficient offensively, but this is big right here for both teams. If Dallas is able to come away with any points and make this a one possession game,
they're only 30 yards away. I mean, they could do it for a field goal. Prescott throws it away and ends up on his backside.
New NFL field goal record was set yesterday by Cam Little, hit from 68. And we know that Brandon Aubrey has.
Oh, that didn't look good for Prescott on his leg, pulling his leg.
Calais Campbell rolled up on his left ankle.
He could be in one of those. The way that he got rolled up on, we'll have to keep an eye on as to how well he moved here from forward.
Dumps it underneath, caught, tight end. Holds on to that one.
At the outer edge of field goal range right now for Aubrey. Missed tackle by Matt Wilson along the way. 20 seconds and counting left in the half. Quick throw, sideline.
Quick throws, Ferguson again, short of the first down.
Forward progress, and the clock will continue to wind.
Clock continues to run.
And the ball is sitting right at midfield. You got to clock it.
Clock the ball.
And from this spot, Aubrey is going to have a chance to tie the brand new NFL field goal record of 68 yards. It's incredible.
Can he do it? Can he tie it?
Oh, yeah. He has made 5, which is the most all-time from 60 plus. Greg Dortch is back. In case it falls short, he has a chance to return it. But the record is exactly, well, just over 24 hours old. And this is from 68. Good snap.
68.
And the kick is no good.
No good. Wide right. Had the distance, pulled it right.
And that's how the half will end. Arizona gets the ball to start the second half. Two teams mix it up just a little bit, but nothing to really note as they head to the locker rooms. And we will hear from Jonathan Gannon with Laura Rutledge. Laura.
All right, thank you. All right,
coach of the Cardinals here.
Tied his career high in catches already in this first half. What's allowed for his success?
Yeah, he's getting open, he's catching it. Jacoby's finding him. We got some good play calls and protection. We've done a good job, but we got to keep it up in the protection and protect the passer.
What's working defensively?
Well, the takeaway helps, but they're doing a good job not letting the ball get thrown over our head. We got to play good in the red zone.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, Laura.
Joe.
All right, Laura, thank you. Arizona, his offense was 7 for 9 on third down in that first half. And they lead by 10. They get the ball to start the second half on top of it. Stay tuned. All-State halftime comes your way next.
All-State halftime coming up. Yeah, the only touchdown was on special teams.
And say hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check it doing the Georgia market. My boss.
Only touchdown on special teams. Man, if you got Dak or you got any of his receivers or running backs, you're like, ugh.
Checking All-State first, smart. Barking at my boss, dumb. At least I checked All-State first and saved hundreds.
Hey, Mark boy.
These guys are crazy.
This is the
All-State halftime report.
Welcome to the All-State halftime. The Cardinals with a 10-point lead here at the half. We thought we might see a history.
At least we're counting it down on the clock on there. If you're going to roll out, hit that sub for us.
I am Scott Van Pelt. And RC, we talked for 2 hours leading up to this game, and I don't know how much we talked about the Cardinals defense. We might have failed them, but they honored themselves in this first 30 minutes. A season low in the first half for Dallas. What they do best?
I mean, the first thing is that turnover on downs in the red zone, right? The ability to step up, Josh Sweat with a huge sack. But since then, they stymied Javonte Williams in this run game, and they've been able to pressure Dak, move him off of his spot, and it's been about the tackling and the pursuit to the ball. Mac Wilson, a huge
Pursuit to the ball, yes.
by Buda Baker.
Jason, we did talk a lot about this offense under the leadership of Brissett. A clean operation, an efficient operation, and they were really good in the first half. What impressed you most?
Well, it's just been methodical. It's been exactly what we expected coming in with Jacoby at the helm. Like, it's been in rhythm. He's been on the money with Marvin Harrison Jr. He's having one of the best first halves of his career. And Jacoby, I mean, when they're running the ball, they're doing a good job of that. They're doing a great job of play action, and the ball is coming out in time, in rhythm. They possess the ball. They've kept Dallas's offense, their strength off the field. Very productive first half of the Cardinals offense.
RC, not a surprise at all. This is a young man, frankly, we've been waiting to see really bust out. That's a great 30 minutes of football.
But it's been about the timing and the efficiency of Jacoby Brissett hitting Marvin Harrison right out of his route, and that move on the slant in the red zone to make Deron Bland fall. That's the sort of stuff they expected out of Ohio State. We're seeing it come to fruition here on Monday night.
Pretty amazing to see this Dallas offense that is as prolific as any. The only points they've got came on a block punt.
Block punt, yep, that's right.
10-point lead at the break.
8 minutes to go, 8 minutes.
Here at the half. It's been an eventful week 9 across the league in the NFL. Washington loses its quarterback to injury. Sam Darnold, brilliant. Seattle is a 6-2 team that was awfully good. The fastest 3 minutes with Chris Berman on the way.
You're watching the fastest 3 minutes with Chris Berman coming up.
You're in good hands.
Yeah, I think, tough division there, too, for the Cards.
Did we finally agree?
Tough division. Anybody else brand new in here for the first time? Say hello. We'd love to welcome you in.
Trip out of the group chat. That's what the world's biggest airline can do for you.
Here's to the stop that never stopped. To the flavor that found its way into everything. From just one spot to America's #1 spot for wings. This isn't just a meal. Wingstop is here.
Nope. Will not eat me any Wingstop. I'm sorry.
Ese es el equipo al que mi papá le iba.
Mi manera de honrarlo es vivir la vida como a él le hubiera gustado, el amor y la pasión por los Cowboys.
Gracias, papá, por hacerme cardenal. Aunque no estás, yo sigo disfrutando cada partido. Mi papá era Biker.
Soy Cowboys desde la cuna.
Soy cardenal con mi papá.
Soy Steeler hasta la muerte.
Welcome back to the All-State Halftime.
Here we go.
Tonight we've got a new show with Sean Hayes, Elle Fanning, and music from K-Line.
And we don't care about this show here.
It's a secret. Okay, I respect that. Is it the Cowboys? Yes. See you after the late news on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Back to you, Scott Bumpel. Thank you, gentlemen. Tuesday on ESPN, the all-new ESPN app, the Armed Forces Classic featuring #1 UConn squaring up against #20 Louisville. Then the exclusive reveal of the first college football playoff rankings, the top 25 of the season, and the inaugural men's basketball Dick Vitale Invitational, Texas taking on #6 ranked Duke. Now, for the fastest 3 minutes, here's the legend, Chris Berman.
Thanks, Scott. Let us be the last to wish you a happy Halloween. You know, when the schedule comes out, you grab it. Okay, when are the Chiefs going to play the Bills? And you circle it. All right, it's week 9. Well, it's week 9. But you know what's never happened before when Patrick Mahomes is playing Josh Allen? Neither team in first place. They got to win. Here we go with our fastest 3 minutes. We start at the route. A duel again between two of the best who have ever done it. Josh Allen, you can't do it. He was 23 of 26. This one with Dalton Kincaid. Bills in control most of the game. 4th and 17, fourth quarter. Mahomes to Rashee Rice helped set up a Kansas City touchdown to pull within 7. But Pat completed under 50% of his passes. That's never happened before. Bills win 28-21. They're 6-2. Kansas City 5-4. My favorite Patriots first in the AFC East. Drake made a Pop Douglas. They hold on and hold to beat Atlanta. They win 6 straight. Sean Payton's Broncos first place AFC West. Also trying to win 6 straight. From behind again in the fourth quarter, they do it again. Bo Nix to R.J. Harvey. Field goal at the buzzer. They win in Houston. Colts 7-1 to T.J. Watt, and the Steelers were not impressed. 6 turnovers against Indiana Jones and company. 5 sacks. This is the way it's supposed to look. Packers with the throwbacks in the full leather helmets from the 20. But a shocker at Lambeau. Ryan Fitzgerald, 49 yards, good. Panthers, they're 5-4. Green Bay loses for only the second time. Minnesota's J.J. McCarthy back at quarterback after missing 5 games. Ackles look good here, running for a touchdown through 2 more in Detroit. Vikings win 27-24. Joe Flacco, career high, 470 yards. Over 25 seconds to go. The Bengals didn't even win. Bears, Caleb Williams, the Colts of Loveland. He could go all the way, 58 yards. And in school in Cincinnati, right on the blackboard, I will not miss tackles. First place Rams, Matthew Stafford to Puka Nacua in a lapper over the Saints. Stafford 4 touchdowns. He has 21 on the year. Mac Jones is 5-2 in relief for San Francisco. Completed his first 14 passes. Juwan Jennings touchdown. Niners win at the G-Man. Nice play. The Chargers Justin Herbert to Quentin Johnson. Chargers win in Tennessee 26-20. And history in Las Vegas just before the end of the half. NFL record 66 yards. Cam Newton from 68. Good. He didn't make it by a little. He made it by a lot. The Jets win at the Raiders in overtime. All of Canada was in Toronto for Game 7. The Blue Jays, injured or not, were determined to grab the trophy and bring it north. But the chants of America's pastime dug deep, real deep, and reached real high. In extra innings, it was the LA Battery. What was started by a hero from Japan was finished by another. The Dodgers are the first to repeat in a quarter century. Epic. Join us for NFL Primetime and ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. Live every Sunday, Monday through Wednesday, whenever you want it. Scotty?
All right, here we go. Get ready to come back in. We got 3 minutes.
10-point lead here on the road in Dallas. They get the ball coming out of the locker room. First crack at it in the second.
Yeah, Arizona with the ball first. Hey, Pubs World, welcome in.
On SportsCenter.
Thank you for watching a All-State halftime.
Douglas is out of here. Go check him tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. He will be doing his coffee talk in the morning. It is a lot of fun. Enjoyed his show today. We had it on while we were decorating the tree.
The biggest headlines, earnings reports, and Jim's
Decorating the tree.
I am ready to help you grow your long-term wealth and retire comfortably.
Sign up now for free at cnbc.com/Jim's Top 10.
I started Untuckit 14 years ago, and today we have more than 85 stores. I've talked a million times about our perfect untucked shirts. But what I haven't talked about is the quality and detail that goes into making each one.
Jerry Jones needs aspirin. He might need shots of tequila, Neil.
Special heat lock thread. Finally, we have exceptional.
That may be a shot of tequila night.
Each shirt fits the same over and over. Come try us at untuckit.com.
We see a lot of gimmicks in our industry, particularly the roofing industry, and most recently the hot buttons have been roof coating products and roof tune-ups. Does any roofer work their weight in salt?
Ready to start the third here.
Even if you have a very large roof, the first 1,400 square feet are going to be priced out at our $39.99.
Anybody brand new in here for the first time, say hello. We'd love to welcome you in.
Is that something you'd be interested in? Sorry.
Yeah, I was standing there. I'm crying a little bit there.
Skateball. They're playing. That's a great song from the 80s or late 90s, late 80s. Lincoln Libra, hello from Dallas, Lincoln Libra. Welcome in. Thank you for joining on our channel tonight.
Nature sure is full of wonders.
Diaz will be on the Orioles. He already called today. He asked if there were spots available. I told him he could bring his horn and come down here. He was very excited about it. Under a minute, 30 seconds, Bruce.
First month free at BlueChew.com.
30 seconds.
Old Spice Cinnamon Super Hydration.
There's Preston coming home.
24/7 moisturization with vitamin B.
Hey, glad you're here, Lincoln. Come back more often. We do 100+ NFL games a year. What's up? How's work? Simple and easy. What's going on tomorrow?
We're talking cheesy. We're talking
Class till 12.
and a dip size soup. Well, get a dip of that.
W.
Ciabatta dippers are back. It just feels good at Panera.
Throughout history, one
Hey,
athlete stood the
what are you
test
doing?
of time. In just the last year, gold has climbed more than 40%.
Oh, well, he
and
already got
experts
away.
say it isn't stopping anytime soon. But gold is expensive.
He already got away.
An Acre Gold subscription makes owning gold easy and affordable. You make monthly payments.
Thank you, Johnny. Evermuch do a great job.
It's delivered to your door.
Work together well.
It's trusted by thousands of investors.
Yeah, he just got done working. Just got done working for the night.
AcreGold.com today. Your future
Got up and helped me around here with Christmas this morning, so.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
All right, we're about ready to kick it here for second half.
Welcome to Monday Night Football. There he is, Harrison.
You can watch a lot of football and not see something like that.
O'Donnell has it blocked. Into the end zone and a touchdown. Reset. Touchdown.
What a drive that was for Arizona.
This holiday season,
Thank you.
game day ready at Target.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a 10-point game, 17-7 at the half. Arizona will start the second half with the ball moments ago. Head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer, caught up with Lisa.
Dun, dun, dun.
Brian, Dak Prescott looked like he got rolled up a little bit at the end of the half. How's your quarterback right now?
He's okay. We just got to play a little better. We got to sustain some drives. Got to finish drives. Oh, we moved the ball okay, but we got to be better.
Yeah, the offense was
We got to do better. Yeah, you're down 10. I'd say so.
when you do get the ball back, what do you need to see?
Yeah, balance. Again,
Welcome to the clubhouse.
Welcome to the clubhouse. There you go, Lincoln Libra. Thank you for stubbing it up. We appreciate you.
All right, Lisa, thank you. Yep.
What's up, Pubs World? I hear you.
For more balance in this high-flying Cowboys offense. It's put up over 40 points at home in each game, was held out of the end zone. They had that initial good.
Arizona will receive the ball here in the second half.
Turning it over on downs inside the 10, couldn't convert on goal to go, and it's been pretty much all Arizona with the exception of that special teams touchdown by the Cowboys on the block punt.
Boom, there we go. Collected at the 5, 10, 15, Arizona to the 20, Arizona to the 25. Tackled there at the 27. They will start the second half right there.
Cardinals offense will set up. We'll welcome you back inside the broadcast booth. And for the Arizona Cardinals, they were impressive that entire first half. They're back on offense. Last time we saw them, they went right down the field and got it into the end zone.
Big possession here defensively for Dallas. Yeah, you mentioned it, Joe. The first half went as good as Arizona could have hoped.
Thomas doesn't like the Cowboys. Welcome in.
Control the clock, maintain the ball, keep Dak Prescott on the sidelines, and yet the defense was able to do their part and not allow Dallas to get anything really going offensively. Certainly no points, just the special teams blunder that gave up the touchdown.
From the 26.
Mr. Condon, good night. Thank you for being here. Big completion of Wilson. Down the field he goes, all the way to the 25. That's a huge completion. Gain of 50 yards on the play.
Hit in stride across the middle for 50.
Yeah, you're going to see it from Jacoby Brissett's angle, and just an outstanding route by Wilson. And then you can see the hole there in the middle of the field and how he just lays it, just layers the ball right there for him. And he catches it in stride and is able to just keep on running.
And the trend continues. This offense has looked much better with Brissett at quarterback than it did over the first 5 with Kyler Murray at the controls.
There's no question, and you can see the different things than the offensive coordinator Preston is able to do within the system.
Here's Bam Dutton over the right side.
Big run down inside the 10, down to the 7.
And this defense continues to have its trouble. That a 19-yard carry by Van Knight after the longest completion of the season for the Cardinals, 50 to Michael Wilson.
You're going to see Froholt. You got McBride. You've got Wilson, who made the catch just a moment ago. I mean, those three guys really open up that lane. And then on the outside as well, Zay Jones doing his job on the edge at wide receiver.
Late Osa Odigizua comes into the lineup for Dallas on 1st and goal. From the 7. Snap was slow. The Cowboys got across the line.
Handoff short run. We got flags down everywhere. Jethro from Iowa, what's up? Welcome in, Jethro from Iowa. Good to see you, buddy.
A lot of movement and a slow snap.
Illegal formation offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
So no matter what they're going to call, it's a 5-yard penalty that backs up Arizona. And that is the first accepted penalty against the Cardinals in the ballgame.
Yeah, it's been a clean game for them. I mean, they just have done a heck of a job in this game of executing. And, you know, Dallas goes in at halftime, and they know that they come out. Arizona gets...
So Kyler Murray's not even playing, Coach O.
Been methodical every time they've had the ball.
So, I mean, I guess when he comes back, it'll be a problem, right? They're paying him all that money.
First and goal from the 12.
First and goal for the 12%. Touchdown. That could be a problem. There you go. Brissett is running the odds and doing it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Clap your hands!
Wow. My receiver lost its signal for a second. What a throw. First down, touchdown, 24-7. Dallas got a big hole to pick out of. Dean, the live place. Welcome in, buddy. T-Town and Freddie are at this game. That's cool. That's a big building for a lot of people. Dallas plays Madden defense like I do in Madden. Well, there you go.
Chris, what are you doing? Getting ready for game day. It's only my second favorite holiday. Chris? Not now, Patricia. It is game day. Sports. Ooh, Buffalo wings. I didn't know Buffalo's had.
That was a quick drive to start the third quarter, everybody. I don't think anybody has him at quarterback either. There's nobody that's got to have, unless they figured, I'll just throw him in there. Or you had no choice at backup. It's having a monster game.
Thank you, Mom. Now you get our son. Very nice.
Other David, also our son. Well, you know, he doesn't get 2 more days.
Yeah, Dallas D didn't get a chance to react much, did they? It was like 4 plays, and they were in the end zone.
So those last till Saturday?
Yeah, they should last until Saturday.
That's 4.
The heavier items on the bottom.
Yeah, 4 or 5 plays.
Right. Young homeowners.
That was quick.
With everything.
Latte for Jan?
We got a latte for Jan. Remember, you don't work here. Latte for Jan?
Ooh, I think the chicken marsala. Ooh, I would not have that.
Julie.
Jan, Jan as in January. Canned goods, OJ, root beer, then probably sandwich cookies.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Could be Jan, I guess. Jan?
The NBA on ESPN is happening now. Familiar faces, we're off in the mission.
Yep, NBA is going on now, and then that cup is coming up for the NBA too.
Madison Square Garden is come alive.
In the city of stars, Wemby looks to shine.
Victor Wembanyama, a secret of our basketball imaginations.
But all eyes are on the next show. Don't you try to downplay my name. Timberwolves Smith, Spurs Lakers, Wednesday on ESPN.
Last week I'm ever picking Dallas.
Week 10 of the NFL season kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video.
It's tough to take teams that are inconsistent. It really is.
Back 17-point game now with Arizona on top. Tonight's aerial coverage brought to you by Taco Bell as we look at Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge in downtown Dallas. We're in Arlington, and it has been all Arizona for the most part. One special teams touchdown for the Cowboys. That's it. McBride having fun.
All right, here's your kick. Dallas getting the ball back.
Start to the second half for the Cardinals.
Coming out to the 20, 25,
Another and cannot make
out to the 28. That's as far as he's going to get. First down and 10, Cowboys.
Look at the night for Jacoby
Brissett's having a great night.
He was looking for Marvin Harrison Jr. a lot.
Yeah, right from the get-go, he was getting the ball out to Marvin Harrison, and Marvin Harrison has delivered. He's run some awfully good routes, and Jacoby Brissett has found him. And we talked about what Brissett has been able to do as far as navigating the pocket, finding new receivers. It's been an impressive game for him.
Handoff up the middle. Gain of about 3.
A handoff. Hakeem Davis-Gaither makes the tackle, a gain of 3. Brissett tonight is averaging over 9 yards per attempt. He is completing at 71%. He's been accurate on time. He's seeing everything, and he's been able to take his team into the end zone 3 of the last 4 times they've had the ball.
Yeah, he just has been really comfortable in the pocket. Watch it.
Prescott under center.
Here's a catch by Schoonmaker.
Schoonmaker with a catch. First down, Cowboys. That was nice.
This Dallas offense,
Gain of about 14 yards on the play.
2 in the league in points per game, and as we've said, I feel like 9.
Cowboys are at least moving with a sense of urgency. Play action. Look at his throw. Dak looking to go down the field, and he does. Incomplete. Looking for CeeDee Lamb. It got it broken up.
Just before the ball got to number 88.
Yeah, it's because Will Johnson comes back to the football faster than what CeeDee Lamb does. Lamb's a little lazy coming out of the route, working back to the quarterback, and here comes Wilson. He's driving on it. Just a really good job. I like what he's been able to do. I know everybody does. Cardinal fans do. He's been impressive. He's had to play more with some of the injuries. With Jared Williams, he's been out. He's back tonight. But Will Johnson's done a lot of good things.
CeeDee Lamb just 2 catches, 20 yards.
Look at his throw again. Cross the middle, caught. Ferguson. Big play by the tight end. All the way down to the 32. That's a gain of 23 yards.
Middle linebacker Mac Wilson, and you're going to see he's going to come over and try to carry it as they go to kind of a split safety type coverage. And Dak knew exactly where the vulnerability was within it. Ferguson gets to the spot, and good throw by Prescott.
Cowboys' first play of over 20 yards tonight.
Handoff, Williams, spin move. Gain of 10, gain of 12, 13. Inside the 20 to the 17. First down and 10. Cowboys moving the ball in this run.
As soon as Williams gets the football, he does a little spin move, feeling it. Gets out of the grasp of him and then turns it into a really good game. Hard to believe. Calais Campbell, 39 years old in his 19th year. Or excuse me, 18th year.
Here's Javonte Williams again, and Buda Baker comes flying up.
Down to the 15.
Yeah, this is big because even though, we heard Brian Schottenheimer talk about, we want to be balanced.
Yeah, that's true.
Down 17 points, even though there's plenty of time left in the game. That becomes hard psychologically. And yet they've been able to do it. And this drive, certainly really important. Coming back with an answer after Arizona opened up the third quarter with a touchdown.
Malik Davis checks in for the first time in the backfield. Third time he's been elevated from the practice squad. That's him in motion.
Quick set throw, incomplete. It was high. He had Ferguson wide open. Threw it too high. He was getting pressure.
And it's 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Ferguson was hoping to get it as soon as he came off the line of scrimmage. He came out of his stance expecting Prescott. Here he is here. You can see as he comes off the line, he's wanting the ball now because of the blitz. But Prescott feels the backer who's working over that way and wanted him to get moving a little bit faster.
Third down and 8.
Third down and 8. Caught. CeeDee Lamb down at the 5. First down, Cowboys.
And he hung on.
Really tough. Nobody's ever questioned CeeDee Lamb's toughness, and he knows when he's going in the middle because there's an inside defender that's going to be coming right there. Mac Wilson, he knew he was going to take a hit, and yet he's able to hang on to it, absorb the blow. Good job by him.
Tackled by Garrett Williams. Helps CeeDee pick up the first down, first and goal.
Handoff, Williams up the middle, nothing. Hit right at the line and dropped.
Wilson.
Well, they rushed to the line of scrimmage, Joe, and thought maybe they were going to catch Arizona, not quite ready. The way that they broke the huddle and got to the line, Dak hiked it pretty quickly, and Mac Wilson wasn't fooled at all.
It's like the opening possession of the ball game where Cowboys got down here and then stole out, turned it over on downs.
Second down, going to throw. About to get hit. Going down, sacked. Back at the 15. His second of the night.
And the 6th time he has sacked.
Third down and goal. 8 minutes remaining and counting.
The most he's sacked any quarterback in the league, and a big play loss of 10.
Well, here he is, and you're going to see.
He didn't even get touched.
The tackle and Prescott, it looked like
barely.
Got away with
Still
something in the secondary. Because here comes Pickens. That's where he was wanting to go with the football. And Will Johnson, maybe it wasn't quite as much there as what I thought I saw.
I can't see any obvious restriction, but it looks bad. Third down and goal. 4 quarterback hits for Sweat.
Shotgun from the 15.
Expiring. This is way short.
Way short. Turpin.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down and goal for like the 11.
Come on for Brian Schottenheimer.
9.
Trying to make it a 14-point game.
Well, Arizona, they rushed 3 guys, and they had 3 in the end zone. And then they've got 5 underneath. And they're just going to force, look at this, here. And they're just going to force Prescott to throw it underneath and then rally to the football.
Cowboys did not kick the field goal on their first drive tonight.
All right, here comes Aubrey for a field goal.
For Brandon Aubrey, who missed from 68 at the end of the first half.
That's good.
Home team here in Texas.
And we got a timeout. We will be right back here in just a minute.
I've got one more fun.
All right, that is kind of a win for Arizona. They still keep it at 14 points.
Hey, hot tub guy, come on, man.
Tailgate ever.
Sorry, dude.
That's a great comment, Coach O. That's a great comment.
That explains the mascot. Seriously, what does shark have to do with insurance?
At NGM, we don't do mascots. We do what's right when things go wrong.
Okay, action.
Nothing blew up.
No jingles or mascots, just...
That's a weird commercial there.
Toyota reliability.
Yeah, it's a big win for them, overall. You're holding the field goals and you score touchies. Hey, you're generally going to win the game, right?
Find yourself discovering more.
7:15 left in the third.
APR financing.
The Knicks won again.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Well, from the head coach and play caller in the bottom right square to the other big names on offense, the Dallas Cowboys have been held out of the end zone. Their only touchdown tonight came on special teams. Jonathan Gannon's defense has done an outstanding job. They're getting a good game tonight yet again from that man, Jacoby Brissett. Aubrey will kick it away.
Here's the kick. It's off.
Possession of the second half upcoming for Arizona. Dortch
At the 10, 15, over to the 20, 25, 30. He's breaking it to the 35. Out to the 39. Big return.
We talked about it coming on the air, and we will continue to talk about it. The Cowboys trying to get their offense and defense in sync. The offense, no problems, averaging almost 31 points a game, second most in the NFL. However, the defense is allowing over 31 points per game, second worst in the NFL.
Wow, second worst in the NFL.
Cowboys in NFL history to average 30-plus points per game and still be outscored through 8
Thank you, Bruce.
That defense is right back to work as they try.
Here we go, 1st and 10.
Answer for Jacoby Brissett.
Play action, short run. They're going to hand it off. Gain of 10, gain of 12.
Yards. A gain of 11.
Gain of 11, Americano. Jay Chappie, what's up?
On Sirius XM, Stephen A. Smith show.
What's up, Jay Chappie? Good comment.
A couple more trades before that deadline. We've made one. We possibly could make 2 more. He's kind of left that out there, but not willing to name what the trade was tonight. That'll come out tomorrow.
Yeah, he may want to cancel that trade. I don't think one player from what I've seen tonight is going to make a difference for this.
Handoff.
Again to DeMarcado.
DeMarcado loose again, gain of 10. They're going to mark him at 9 and 2nd and 1.
Defense. I mean, he said as much himself. I mean, he said that a week or so ago with regard to his own defense. There have been so many players, whether it's Trey Hendrickson or somebody else, been linked. And he said, I don't think one player is going to make a difference. They're beyond that right now defensively.
There's no question. I mean, if you're talking about Trey Hendrickson, he was on this defense last year in Cincinnati. I mean, that was the equivalent of what we're watching here tonight. And he couldn't change their fortunes.
Handoff. Short jumper, first down.
Logan Wilson, another name that's been linked, another Cincinnati Bengal who has found his way to the bench with the Bengals. The Bengals, for as bad as the Cowboys defense has been, well, it's the Bengals that have been even worse.
That's right.
And it was the Chicago Bears yesterday with a thrilling win.
JB, welcome in.
30 seconds of the ball game on a 58-yarder to Colston Loveland to win that game.
That game was something to watch.
Play action, going to throw. Pressure coming. Brissett throws it away, incomplete.
To avoid the sack. 2nd and 10.
Well, it's time now. I mean, if the defense, they're going to do anything, and now is the time to come up with a stop. They just simply cannot afford to give up another touchdown on the drive to Arizona. And you know, we're focusing on the defense, and you know they haven't been good, but the offense they haven't put any the 3 points, but they haven't gotten in the end zone.
2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Low snap.
Quick out throw to Harrison. 1st down and more. And he stepped out of bounds at the 14.
Tackle by Deron Bland, and he has not had a good night at all. He's got no answers for him.
It's another good one, Jay Chappie.
Because you know the Cowboys, as I talked about, they have been playing more man coverage here in recent weeks. They like to match up with Deron Bland out there, and whether they're in zone or man, when you're out there in a single high coverage, you're essentially one-on-one anyway. And Harrison has won that battle for sure.
He did get a 1st down. He stepped out of bounds just outside.
At the 21, he was knocked out of bounds.
5 to go in the 3rd quarter.
1st down and 10 Cowboys. 1st down and 10 Cowboys on defense. 1st down and 10 Cardinals. Handoff, pitch. DeMarcado gets about a yard.
The safety, Wanye Thomas, has been dealing with migraines.
A little bit of pushing and shoving going on right now.
Shoving a couple of players and see who it is. Kyer Elam and Kelvin Beacham along the sideline in front of Jonathan Gannon after that 1-yard pickup. And this carried on to the sideline.
Ty goes to Beacham, in that race.
Everything goes to Beacham. Okay.
Beacham's a big boy.
202 Beacham, 6'3", 308.
Handoff again, DeMarcado.
Second and 9, and now a third down.
Third down coming up at about 6, maybe 7.
Arizona has been
And they're going to mark it a little bit more farther, so maybe about 5 now.
Take a look at Drew Petzing.
Gave him the forward progress.
He's been under the gun a little bit this year because of some of the inconsistencies offensively, but I like what he's been able to do. Kyler Murray, of course, missing his 3rd game, but Jacoby Brissett, as I mentioned, he is able to execute the offense with the play action game, being under center, the run game, tying that in, and it's been really effective. It's been effective the 2 prior games, and it's been effective certainly tonight.
Third down and
shotgun, go to throw, cross the middle, incomplete.
Contact on McBride and a flag.
Was that ball tipped?
We'll get together. The official in the back of the end zone didn't throw it. Triquez Bridges was in coverage, and let's see what the result is of this contest. There is no foul in the play. 4th down.
I think
4th down. I think the ball was tipped.
Maybe they're saying that this ball was uncatchable because at first I thought it was maybe tipped, but the ball came out, and I'm not so sure. Yeah, it was tipped right there at the line,
which would take away any pass interference anyway. Yep. Schottenheimer saw it from the sideline.
Yep. Yeah, it came out. I thought because he had so much pressure.
Arizona going to kick a field goal here.
Had so much pressure that he just wasn't really able to get anything on the throw, but it was tipped.
And it is good. "34 yards on the kick." That's good. Still got 2 minutes left of the third. If you're new in the chat for the first time, please feel free to jump in that chat. Say hello. We'd love to welcome you in.
Every day, every night to you.
Dun, dun.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we put it inside burritos and tacos anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new.
This game was moving along quick, and then it kind of slowed up at the back half of the first half.
Do you want free internet forever? You got it.
Third quarter here, it's been that mixed bag.
Bring free fiber-powered internet forever. Want it? Just call this number.
Cowboys almost have to score
for a lifetime of
on this possession. They can't get down too much more.
Trial. It's an unprecedented offer.
When it was partially blocked, yep.
Free fiber-powered internet.
Mock Agony, welcome in, Mock. Where are you watching from? What team you on? Welcome to the channel.
Now.
Stuffed up again?
So congested.
Dallas has to do something here, Rudy says. Yeah, I agree with you.
Breathe.
I do agree with you.
Wow. Sinex? Breathe.
We all need fiber for our digestion.
Feels like it went fast to you, Debbie?
10% of us getting up each day. Good thing Metamucil gummies are an easy way to get prebiotics.
You got over 53. Oof. I would have thought that over was easy money at the beginning. We broadcast over 100+ games over here, Mock, and we talk all of that all the time. If you're having a good time tonight, hit us up with a follow before you roll out. Come back anytime.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks Vapor Cool drops.
How's that flu?
I got this. I don't got this.
You need Dayquil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu symptoms with Dayquil Intense Flu. You too got this.
Dayquil Intense Flu, the daytime coughing, aching fever under your flu medicine.
Well, I think they're just tired of losing, and they've seen wins with that quarterback.
And that's not just, defensively, that's offensively,
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you.
4-1. You can take the stats on offense and shove them up here. As far as I'm concerned, is what it is. We want to win.
They are 3-4-1, and his defense, Matt Eberflus in charge, has allowed 121 yards after the catch tonight and 91 yards after contact. So it's more of the same for the Cowboys defense. And now they have to come up with some answers on offense.
10-20, Cowboys at the 25. Knocked out of bounds at the 27.
In the run game, and it's time to talk about Nick Rawlis, the defensive coordinator for the Arizona Cardinals, and somebody who has done a masterful job of putting this defensive plan together tonight.
He sure has. A young guy. He's just 32 years old, and talking with Jonathan Gannon, who's a great defensive mind.
All right, here we go. First down and 10.
They're in Philadelphia, but Jonathan Gannon does not call the defense. Nick Rawlis does, and Gannon said had he not have been able to bring him with him to Arizona, then he would, in fact, have called the defense, but he called Rawlis.
Quick out, complete. Lamb, gate of 9. Second down and 1.
Would be hard-pressed to disagree with him on that, based on what we've witnessed here tonight. He has called one great game and has this unit playing.
He was his linebackers coach. Rawlis was in Philly. Gannon was the defensive coordinator there for 2 years.
Handoff again.
Year with
First down, Cowboys.
the head coach. And there are pieces here again. Let's talk about what's going on this season.
Davis on the run.
2-5. They've lost 5 crushing games, all by 4 or fewer points. I mean, it's wins and losses. That's what the game's about. But they have blown one fourth quarter lead after another.
Prescott throws on the run. Got CeeDee Lamb down the sideline. Knocked down at the 19. Big play, Dallas.
Just the blown covers because of the time that Prescott was able to buy. You got Will Johnson out there, but CeeDee Lamb looked like he was just going to stay put, and everyone ran the other way, and it just opened it up. CeeDee Lamb went up the sidelines, and Prescott...
They're going to mark it at the 27.
He stepped out at the 28. So it's a 33-yard completion.
33-yard completion to Lamb. We're going to get a timeout here.
Now with a play clock at 8, an Arizona timeout.
Arizona timeout.
Before 1st and 10 with under a minute to go here in the third.
To learn how to be in a T-Mobile iPhone commercial, Jeff Bridges moved in with Zoe Saldana. But mostly, they just played with the new iPhone 17 Pro. At T-Mobile, get the new
There we
iPhone
go.
17 Pro on us. Plus, save up to 20%. Check the app.
All right, back to the game.
Well, Brissett will watch with
59 seconds on the clock in the third.
back into this game, make it a 10-point game if they can get in the end zone. A first down with the ball at the 28.
You start looking at this as to how many more possessions is Dallas going to get. They ask themselves the same question because that's why they've gone to the hurry up. Arizona's just trying to keep from giving up the big play, but Dallas got it with Lamb.
This ball's batted down.
Incomplete.
Rookie Walter Nolan was there, and he got his...
Second and 10.
Jonathan Gannon described Walter Nolan to us. He said he's different than anyone we have, as he can stop the run, but he can rush the passer right up the middle.
And earlier in this ball game, when we were talking about him, when I was talking about him, Joe, I said he went to Mississippi State. He went to Ole Miss. I don't want Lane Kiffin and the Rebels upset with me. Lane Kiffin's done a heck of a job. They're in Oxford.
Handoff.
Williams over the right side.
Williams gets nothing.
Gets stopped, and there he is again, Walter Nolan.
Yeah, you can talk to a lot of coaches and not hear
You're all right, Rudy.
the praise that Jonathan Gannon was given Walter.
Timothy, welcome in.
Nolan had yet to play.
We don't do insomniacs on Monday nights, Timothy.
Obviously, they expect big things, but they'd seen from him in practice, back in camp, and he's only going to get better as he gets more and more playing time and acclimated with what they're doing.
Shotgun, going to throw, caught. CeeDee Lamb again. All of a sudden, he is the hot receiver.
Denzel Burke, and it's fourth down. A couple of runs that went nowhere, a short pass, and it's fourth down.
Well, the analytics says go.
Fourth down. You got to go for it. 4th and 3. You're down 17.
Hope they convert here and then hope that their defense is able to get the ball back to them relatively.
I don't think they're going to do it. They're not. They're not going to do another play this quarter.
We will be in the fourth quarter.
Jerry Jones needs a haircut.
It'll be fourth down and 4 for the Cowboys. Trailing by 17 here at home. Cardinals have it all the fun.
Take me home. That's a great Phil Collins song. Take me home. Great one.
Has opened a new world for me. Now I get to hang out with NFL fans all season long. See you on game day.
Top to bottom, the best league.
Basketball is kicking in right now.
SEC Network, your home for SEC men's basketball.
No one does food like Puerto Rico. Whether it's a chef-tasting menu or a local favorite spot with no sign above the door. You'll taste the influence of Spanish, African, and native Taino traditions. Not to mention the passion that we put in every bite. Sometimes all in the same dish.
I love how that chef right there was preparing food and touching all kind of other stuff that touches the food directly. He's lucky to have hair. That's great.
Right now, get up to 30% off best-selling doorbusters and
Oh, I agree. He's great to watch, Phil Collins.
and more savings in every room of your home.
Yep, I like a lot of his songs.
For up to 40 months today. Get more while paying less.
Studio.
30% less on doorbusters and more for a limited time during the early Black Friday sale happening now at Value City Furniture.
There might be a chill in the air, but the deals are hot at your Baltimore area Lexus dealers, Lexus of Townsend, and Len Stoller Lexus in Owings Mills. Both dealers offer an outstanding new and pre-owned Lexus selection.
Commercial should be just about over. Should be coming back here for a 4th and 3 for Dallas.
Warm your heart pricing. Now at your Baltimore area Lexus dealers, Len Stoller Lexus in Owings Mills, and Lexus of Townsend.
We're about to begin the quarter. The offense is still out there for the Dallas Cowboys. If you kick the field goal, you make it.
Sound like they were in a tub of water.
You know, they at least make it to possession if they're able to settle for the 3 points. So
All right, here we go. 4th and 4.
4th down and 4. And they pick it up. Waiting for the ball.
Incomplete. It took too long to get to CeeDee Lamb. Got knocked down. Arizona ball. Took too long to get to him. Floated.
And it's Denzel Burke who makes that play, able to recover. They don't kick the field goal and still trail by 17.
Still down by 3 scores no matter what right there. By not getting that.
The greatest snow on earth. Just look at those jammies jingle.
Road Warrior, welcome in.
That's Snowbiz.
You just want it brought to you on the plane. All right, let's see if I can get to this. Another weird show.
Here's to the stop that never stopped. To the flavor that found its way into everything. From just one spot to America's #1 spot for wings. This isn't just a meal. It's an arrival. Wingstop is here.
Paradise doesn't always have palm trees. Corona, La Playa awaits.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Cole, Jablonski Auto Body LLC. What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body LLC.
He actually said his name right.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oh, wait.
Well, it takes all the parts of an offense and a team to make things happen, you know? That's for sure.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us. The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think. Playoff contenders take the field. Unbeaten BYU battles Texas Tech. Texas A&M aims to remain perfect against Missouri. And Alabama looks to roll against LSU. Saturday on ABC.
Arizona ball here.
Cowboys turn it over for the second time tonight on downs. I'll give you a look at that play after the Cardinals run their first play. After getting the football, they lead by 17. That was an interesting decision. That's what analytics says, but taking the 3 points and making it a 2-possession game, that makes a lot of sense. They went for it, didn't get it. Low snap to
Brissett running for his life, throws on his run. Caught McBride. Gain of about 7. 2nd and 3 coming up.
back to that fourth down play.
Yeah, the Cowboys made it a lot harder than they needed to because of Denzel Burke. You see how soft he is out here. And as CeeDee Lamb comes off the ball, I mean, he just has to turn around. It's first down. They only needed 4 yards. And Dak is ready to turn it loose. And for whatever reason, he doesn't because of the body language of CeeDee Lamb. There's the pressure. And you guessed it, Josh Sweat once again. But when Dak was ready to throw it, CeeDee was still at the top of his route, wasn't ready yet, so he had to double clutch, and then Sweat's on top of him. But really, just come off. I mean, I can't believe that Burke was as soft as he was in that situation. And why CeeDee Lamb, of course, you run with the plays that's called. But that should have been an easy conversion.
Marquise Bell, who was in on the tackle, was slow to get up. Safety position.
Bell comes walking off slowly.
Donovan Wilson and Elijah Clark. They have Malik Hooker on IR. Zion Childress, who's been on and off the practice squad.
2nd down and 3 from the Arizona 29.
And the Cowboys this year is into the ball game. As we see McBride trying to fight his way out of that tackle, and Bell got the worst of it.
Well, they're pretty beat up at that position already.
2nd down and 3.
Handoff, off tackle, Martin. Knight. Martin on a tackle. Knight does not get anything. 2nd down and 3, now 3rd and 3.
And a big 3rd down coming up. With 14 to go. Here's that point margin we were talking about. First 3 quarters, tied for 4th at plus 63. Dead last in the 4th quarter. And that's been what has cost them the last 5. Minus 47 points. In the 4th quarter.
Play action, look at the throw. Swallowed up, Dallas got to him. Nice defense by Dallas. 4th down, they're going to get the ball back.
They bring Michael Wilson in to try to help secure the edge, and they're helping out inside as well. But right here, you're going to see they're trying to get four hands on Clowney, and yet he's able to work through it. And, boy, when the Cowboys really needed something in order to give themselves a shot, they come up finally defensively with a big stop.
And Kevontae Turpin give the Cowboys something. Donald just gets rid of that. Flag flies.
Flag flies. We got a fair catch. See what the flag is.
Williams, who already has a punt block, got through there and almost got his hand on that. Again, a penalty marker is down. And we'll get the call from Adrian Hill.
During the kick, holding against the return team, number 21. 10-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down, Dallas. Timeout.
First down, Dallas. When they got the ball back, they'll get it to 31, I guess.
field position. That will
More than that, actually.
There's Williams. Already has one tonight. Nearly got another. Cowboys ball. Down 17.
12:52 on the clock, down 17 when we return.
Burger King, you write the rules of value. You rule number 10, I mix and match my way. There's 7 tasty items, and I can get 2 for $5 or 3 for $7. That's all up to me. The $5 deal.
Oh, boy.
From Burger King Classics to Fan Games. Choose your deal.
Man, tonight's weather's nicer. I feel really tight. There we go.
What peak male performance looks like.
Dallas got to drive this one down pretty quick because they need 3 scores now.
But it keeps them up all night with killer acid reflux.
3 scores.
But it tastes like. Instead, crush a cold Life Cider, a certified organic soda with a full serving of ACV. They taste like rainbows and help rock cut that flux. It works for him, his crew, and maybe you. Life Cider. No flux given.
Life Cider. Interesting.
My father once told me in the marsh, birds test your aim, but time tests your gear. Feathers fall fast, but seasons change slow. Only well-made gear lasts through both. The gun jams, a toe leaks, a boot cracks. Those are lessons you only need once. That's why I choose Drake, the waterfowl company.
Huh. That's a new commercial. Never seen that company before.
Medicine service connecting men with licensed medical providers prescribing ED meds. Get your first month free at A2.com. As teachers, taking care of ourselves is
1st and 10 on the 22 when we return.
gives me a little bit of kickstart to my day, and I know it's full of ingredients that help support my immune system. I've got a whole classroom counting on me. I don't want to miss a day.
Time now for our total replay brought to you by Chewy. Early on, first possession, 3rd down and goal. Ferguson can't make the catch. 4th down and goal, the sack by Josh Sweat. Later, Ferguson with a fumble. And Mac Wilson knocked out. And moments ago on that 4th and 4, after not going for the field goal to make it a 2-possession game, was stopped.
All right, here we go. Ball on the 22.
Knocking it away from CeeDee Lamb. Cardinals 3 and out. Took just 2 minutes.
Shotgun, going to throw. Cross the middle, incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb got hung up with the defender. It's incomplete. There is the night tonight for the drives for the Cowboys on offense. And what you'll notice is no touchdown.
The Real Deal. What's up? Welcome in The Real Deal. How you doing?
How efficient Dallas has been here at home, especially averaging over 40 points a game. They've scored 40, 40, and 44 in their 3 home games coming in. And right now, Terrence Steele is not in the game, and they've got
shotgun looking to throw. Pressure coming. Prescott steps up. He's going to run and dive for it. Get about out to the 29.
Terrence Steele, their starting right tackle.
In a 6 or 7, somewhere in there.
Dealing with migraines before the game.
We got a Arizona player down. Yeah, it's tough when your team. I get it. My team was doing that at the beginning of the year. It's frustrating.
They will check on Mac Wilson, and we will.
We're going to go to commercial break because of the injury. 3rd and 4 when they come back here.
Rated M for mature.
Dun-dun-dun. What is this for? It's got to be for that game. Video game.
Introducing Battlefield Red Set.
Yep, another video game. Another video game. Christmas is coming. We're going to see a ton of the video game commercials. Christmas not that far away.
Taking too long. You know, one time I filed a claim in under 2 minutes on the Geico app. Little to the right, G. Yeah. If they can work wonders that fast, why can't I? Voila.
Spitting image.
Show up.
What was that?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6.
IHOP value menu. I haven't been to an IHOP in years.
Breakfast faves like pancakes, eggs, and bacon, or French toast with sausage and eggs are all just $6. The new value menu.
I know the last time I went to an IHOP, it didn't look that good.
It's the NBA on Prime. Time for a double dose of can't miss the Emirates NBA Cup action. First, a Texas-sized battle. KD and the Rockets go head-to-head. Win the Spurs. Then, the Chef and the Warriors are cooking up the battle against the Jokers and the Nuggets. Spurs, Warriors, Nuggets. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Friday, only on Prime. The NFL International Games debut in Berlin.
Berlin is this weekend, I believe. Colts and the Falcons.
Sunday morning football. Sunday on NFL Network.
Here's how Mac Wilson was injured as he took that hit to the midsection. Mac has a team-high 7 tackles and a forced fumble in the game. He was able to get up and walk off.
He got lit up in the side, man.
And it's 3rd down and 4 for the Cowboys, down by 17 with 12.5 to go.
12.5 to go. Cowboys trying to do it. You're having fun tonight. Hit that sub it up for us. Here goes Prescott over the middle. Caught.
And it's made by Flanoy.
Flanoy on the catch. First time I heard his name tonight.
It is a big one, and they were going to be going for it, but good job by Buda Baker coming in and making the tackle.
Yeah, it's used to be really good. Shotgun, going to throw. Got it. Fumble! Ball's out. Cowboys got it back.
Buda Baker forced the fumble with Pickens.
Pickens made the catch. Got hit from behind.
Yeah, you see him. He comes in and he's punching at it and rips it out. A great job by him. Dallas.
1st and 10, Dallas.
Good protection.
Right back to Pickens again.
He will stay inbounds.
Inbounds to the 23. Ronald, hello. Welcome in.
Working against Will Johnson and get 19 yards.
He had a chance once he gets over.
Got you, Ronald. Welcome in.
Gotten out of bounds. Didn't get a whole lot of more yardage out of it. Would have stopped the clock
just momentarily, but we just saw Tyler Guyton all the way downfield at the end of that play, and one of the Cardinals is down. That's Jalen Thompson along the sideline, so that does stop the clock with 11 minutes and 21 seconds left. And you know how sports go. If you're Arizona and you've had all of this trouble in the 4th quarter, that's cost you really every game during this 5-game losing streak.
1st down and 10.
Dominating this whole night, and you give up a touchdown right now, there's no way that doesn't creep back into your mind here tonight. It was field goals for the first 3 that got it, and touchdowns for the last couple. Last one being at Green Bay, against Green Bay, and then at Indy the week before.
Well, this is what Jonathan Gannon talked about that I mentioned early in this ball game. The simple fact that when they needed to make a play in the 4th quarter, they just have been unable to do it. And there's no question, Joe, as you mentioned, it's got to be going through these players' minds. And think back to the last.
All right, after the injury, 1st and 10 here.
That was their first 3 and out. So had they been able to pick up that first down, they would have taken more time off the clock, which right now the clock obviously is huge. In addition to the Dallas
shotgun handoff up the middle. Williams, big run, gain of 15, gain of 20, inside the 5. 1st and goal with the Arizona 5. They got to hurry up though.
Carry by Javonte Williams. And the Cardinals are not set defensively. Neither are the Cowboys on offense.
Shotgun play action, going to throw. End zone. Caught. Who caught it? Oh, it looks like it's Flew Hardy. Flournoy. Oh, I got it wrong. Flournoy on the catch.
Clap your hands!
did you see? He's got 3 steps on him and an easy touchdown for Prescott.
First touchdown of the year for Ryan Flanor.
27-17 with the extra point.
Just under 11 minutes to go. It's a 10-point game.
10-point game again.
So the Cowboys offense finally able to take it into the end zone.
We'll see what the Cardinals do as far as trying to waste some clock when they get the ball back here.
I reckon I got to. I'm 45. It's time to screen for colon cancer.
Oh, boy.
Also, I'm just on the porch.
I knew that. It's true. The Cologuard test comes to you.
Just ask your provider or request online.
That was a good mix of run and throw. Or that drive, I'll say that.
Positive and negative results may occur. It is not for those at high risk.
Yeah, there's enough time still, absolutely. 11 minutes in football is an eternity. Especially with timeouts and a 2-minute warning and all that kind of stuff.
With low prices store-wide, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market. Was a month before the holidays, the best time of year, and PetSmart was brimming with holiday cheer. With toys and treats and essentials like food, every pet got into a holiday mood. PetSmart, anything for pets. Meet your new Dell PC with Intel inside. With all-day battery life to power through your to-dos, so you have extra free time and extra savings.
All right, should be the last commercial before they come back.
As extra as you want.
Celtics lost at home. How about that?
Home for the holidays. You've dreamt of this moment. Back in your old room. Oh.
Hey, kiddo, I'll be right there.
At least you can get a deal on new shorts for Dad. Something with a little more coverage.
Ronald's from Daytona. Welcome in, Ronald. We're glad you found us.
Even when things are at their worst.
All hands on.
All right, here comes the kickoff.
From our Skycam powered by Verizon. This is a 10-point game. Look at the quarterback comparison. This was a lot more lopsided in Brissett's favor a moment ago prior to that last drive by the Cowboys and the 5-yard touchdown throw to Ryan Flanor. Jacoby Brissett, you can add one rush TD to that from 1 yard out earlier in the ballgame, back in the first half, and it's 27-17.
Out to 5, 10, 15. Out to the 20, 25, 30. Out to the 33. Arizona will start right there.
Makes that tackle after a return of 28 yards. Cowboys on the road this season, a record 1-4. You see the points per game, the turnover margin, different story at home. Heading into tonight, 2-0-1. They had that 40-40 tie against Green Bay, averaging over 41 points per game, and in the positive with the turnover margin, different story, and that's a credit to the Arizona Cardinals and the job they've done on both sides of the ball.
First down and 10.
Cowboys with a special teams touchdown tonight.
Oh, play action. He got hammered in the backfield.
Right into it. And he's shaken up after that sack. His second of the year.
Big sack.
Well, here's Fowler off the edge. They go heavy personnel. Arizona does. They want to.
Yeah, Commanders have been struggling. You're right.
Passing game, which they would have, but nobody then is accounting for Dante Fowler. They're expecting him to come hard down the line with the play fake, and Jacoby Brissett able to come out on the edge, but Fowler just plays it perfectly. He does his job, stays upfield, but he had to leave the game after.
A loss of 9 on that 6.
Second and 19. Looking to throw again.
Over the middle.
Across the middle, caught. First down.
After the sack, McBride.
McBride with a 19-yard catch. Holy cow. What's up, Park Bros? How you doing, Lawrence?
Fowler's still down. Watch the pressure in the pocket that Jacoby Brissett, he just hangs in there because Dallas, they collapse the pocket on him, and he hangs in there, and then you've got McBride working the middle of the field. It's a great job by Brissett, not letting the rush affect him and finding McBride for the big gain and the first down. This is still a 10-point game. 2 possessions ago for the
That was huge right there. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Forgo the field goal. They didn't get it. The first down, turned it over on downs for the second time.
Handoff, hit the backfield, lost the yards. 2nd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Yeah, I don't know, Road Warrior. That wasn't good management there for sure.
With 5 plus catches, he's the 3rd tight end in NFL history who's done that in 10 straight games.
Well, the one thing that Arizona has done tonight is when Dallas has gotten a little momentum, they had the blocked punt earlier and got the touchdown off of that. Dallas comes away with the 3 points, and they go down and match it. They've been able to answer Dallas's scores offensively.
Blitz again. He gets hit in the backfield for a loss. 3rd down and long coming up.
A guy they picked up off waivers from the Vikings.
Dallas disguises this really well. They don't show that Stewart is going to come on the blitz. Jacoby Brissett is not expecting it. He's expecting them to be in coverage. Here he comes. If he sees it, he can get out to a slot receiver pretty quickly, and the guy's got a lot of field to run. But a good call there by Matt Eberflus at a critical moment.
3rd down and 18.
3rd down and 18. What a moment for Reddy Stewart, first-year player from Troy. 3rd and 18. Jacoby's got to be smart with the football. That's going to be a false start.
That's a false start on Arizona. False start, Arizona. They're going to move them back further.
Beat Jonah Williams.
Before the play, false start, offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
So tack on 5 more yards, and the Cardinals have got to be thinking, here we go again.
Yeah, that's what's going through Jonathan Gannon's mind. There's no question. Like I said, you're looking right now at 3rd and 23%. A punt is not a bad thing. They just take the sure thing, try to play field position.
Yep.
Penalty stops the clock, 7:49.
3rd and 23. 3rd and 23. Shotgun dumps it underneath. Caught. Tackled immediately. He got no gain. 4th down and very long. They're going to have to punt.
That's such a great job by Kenny Clark. I mean, they had a chance if they're able to get it to DeMarcaro that he could catch the ball, and he had some blockers. I don't know if he picks up the 1st down. It's unlikely, but he's got a little something. But here's Kenny Clark right here in the middle of this defense, and it looked like he's going to get up the field, but he makes a great play.
3-time Pro Bowler picked up in the Micah Parsons trade. Made that play, and now they stopped the clock on 4th down and 23.
It looks like the clock shouldn't have stopped. All right. The game clock erroneously stopped, and I think they're looking for a correct reset to get the clock where it should be.
Yeah, that tackle was obviously made well in bounds, but the clock stopped.
They got Turpin back to receive this punt, and he's a dangerous man if he gets the ball with some space.
Turpin's back, waiting on the punt.
We said it at the time. I know that analytics 2 possessions ago for the Cowboys said go for it on that 4th down, but they didn't kick the chip shot field goal to make it a 2-score, 2-possession game. They come down the next time, get the touchdown, and instead of this being a 7-point game, it's still a 10-point game.
The game clock failed to run on the previous play. The play ended at 7:45. We'll put 7:45 in the game clock. Put 40 on the play clock. Both clocks will start on my signal, which mimics what would have happened had the game clock run.
So they're going to let the game clock run. Yeah, what they're doing is the game clock stopped at the end of the play, and he was down at 7:46. So they're basically making it what it would have been if the game clock would have continued.
All right, here we go. Here comes the punt.
On the play clock, so Arizona can run it down. I think.
Hey, I'm glad you did, Ronald.
We saw Sam Williams, who almost blocked one a moment ago and did block one that led instantly to a touchdown.
All right, looks like we're finally getting a whistle for a kick here.
Back in the first half. So we'll keep an eye on 54 on this punt by Pat O'Donnell. Turpin back. Able to get rid of it. High hanging punt. Turpin with a little bit of...
Turpin at the 39. Couldn't do much with it.
There are no flags on the play.
No flags on the play right there. Nice to say for once. We haven't said that much.
Back to work is Dak Prescott.
Last night there were flags on the play everywhere.
These are all games that were lost by the Arizona Cardinals, and the fourth quarter point margin for Jonathan Gannon's team tonight down 7. In the point margin at the moment in the ballgame down 10 with 7:11 to go.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Prescott takes off running. He'll get about 5, not much.
He's able to pick up 5.
2nd and 5 at their own 42.
The defense then is that Wallace is not able to make calls. I mean, it simplifies then what the defense is going to be able to do.
Looking down the field, Pickens. And a flag on Pickens. What an idiot. Flag on Pickens for taunting.
Boy, that is going to be a big penalty as he held it out to Denzel Burke. And you just can't.
Well, it's a point of emphasis to this league. It doesn't look like much. The players know it's a costly penalty.
Schottenheimer's making sure it's the first down first.
It's like conduct against the offense, number 3. That counts as his first sports disqualification. The result of the play was a first down. The penalty will be enforced 15 yards from that spot. It will be first down and 10 after enforcement.
So
first down and 10.
They don't lose the first down. It's 1st and 10. They lose 15 yards of field position. And every yard is precious with the clock at under 7 to go, down by 10.
Absolutely.
Back to the 33-yard line after the penalty.
Dak going to run with it. Takes off. Gain of 10. Gain of 12. Nice job by Dak on that one.
Remember last time the Cowboys had it, Matt Wilson was hurt. He's on the sideline with a rib injury. Questionable to return. First down Dallas. CeeDee Lamb makes the kick. Broke one tackle. Got maybe 2 extra yards. Burke out there. A gain of 7.
This defensive front, they're getting tired, and in the secondary, they're playing this umbrella coverage, just trying to keep everything in front of them. Coming up and playing a little tighter at the top, but overall, they've been relatively soft from the edge.
3 plays.
Pickens with another catch. They were offside. They'll take the result of the play.
Arizona jumped across early with under 6 to go in a 10-point game.
Yeah, the penalty stops the clock as well.
Offside defense, number 5. That penalty is declined. The play result for the first down.
It's against Baron Browning. First time we said his name tonight. They picked him up last year at this time at the deadline from Denver. He has 2 sacks this year. 7 straight completions for Dak Prescott.
Well, at the bottom, you see how much cushion that they're giving him to allow him to come out and get these easy completions.
Back.
Sacked. Oh, my God. He got hit and sacked.
Walter Nolan in his first game.
It's such a great move by Walter Nolan. You're going to see the move he puts on Tyler Smith. and just gets right past him. And Prescott, who had field, it looked like he was trying to get up in the pocket. And had he been able to, he had a lot of room to run once again.
Second down and 16 after the sack. Second and 16. Shotgun looking to throw. Dak's got time, got to get it off. And he does. Turpin comes and gets it. They get a couple yards. Third down still.
And it's third down.
Third down and 12. Third and 12.
Still with the clock running here and 5 minutes to go, down 2 scores. And, they're in field goal range now.
And it's a 2-score game, so that's got to be on the mind of Brian Schottenheimer. It's third down and 12. Extra minute on the rush.
Gets it off. Williams hit right away. Is that a fumble? They're saying Arizona got the fumble. Are they going to say he's down before the fumble is the question? Nope, that ball's coming out.
He's playing for the injured Matt Wilson, knocked it out.
And Will Johnson, he comes up. He makes a great play on Williams to stand him up. And then as Arizona has done throughout this game, they just attack the
Arizona ball.
Akeem Davis-Gaither on top of it for the Cardinals. And a shocked Dak Prescott walks back to the sideline. And the frustration palpable here in Arlington. 2 Dallas turnovers in this ball game, and they've also turned over twice on downs.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Joe, is that this defense for Arizona, I like them coming in. They're a gritty bunch, but they had not been able to create a lot of takeaways, and yet they came in here and they were able to do that at some critical time, certainly
wow.
critical to what we just saw.
4 fumbles tonight for the Dallas Cowboys.
Number 68 reporting eligible. Number 68 reporting eligible.
And now we'll see what the Cardinals can do with 4.5 to go. Leading by 10. All 3 timeouts available to Brian.
Dallas does have all 3 timeouts, but they're going to run. Handoff. DeMarcata up the middle. Turns it into a 6 or 7 yard run. They had him hit immediately and still let him get yards. Sub it up if you're new today while we're taking a quick break. Help us out. We're 7 subs away from the 25 number. I'd love to have got up to 25 tonight.
And it's been a mistake-filled night for the Dallas Cowboys, and you have to credit the Arizona Cardinals on offense. On defense, they have come in here tonight, and they are up. They've been up since the get-go for the most part, and it's been impressive.
It has been impressive, and now every Cardinal fan knows it's a matter of can they close it out. I mean, the defense, they stepped up, they made a play. I know we could keep going back to the decision by Brian Schottenheimer to not kick the field goal. It would have been a 1-possession game now, but Arizona's done a great job defensively. They've gotten the ball back to their offense, and what a run.
Second down and 4. Second and 4. Handoff again. First down and more at the 50, at the 40.
And he's able to get down to stay in bounds and keep the clock running.
Stays in bounds and keeps the clock going.
The Dallas Cowboys use the timeout. Their second. Got a good block from the center for
Cowboys who used their second timeout.
Mistake against Tennessee when they could have capped that game. DeMarcado, he's really smart here. Instead of going out of bounds, he knows where he is. He knows the situation in the game, and he goes down. Good for him.
That was a fumble by DeMarcado. He was going in. The play started from 72 yards away, ran at 71 yards, led up at the goal line, dropped the football. Here it is, week 5 against Tennessee. And this went out of the back of the end zone. for a touchback instead of a touchdown. Would have really blown the game open for Arizona. So that frustration. Missed their last game with a bad ankle. He's back tonight. He's looked good. He just made that smart play by staying in bounds.
First down and 10. First and 10. You got it, George. DeMarcado on the outside. Gain of about 2.
Timeout Dallas.
Yeah, there you go, the real deal. You're not wrong. Last time out by Dallas. That's the last one they can take.
Time now for our Monsters play of the game.
I'm going to go ahead and kill the poll, Mike.
Fumble forced by the rookie Cody Simon, 4th-round pick from Ohio State, playing for the injured Mac Wilson. The recovery by Akeem Davis-Gaither. And it's Arizona's ball.
Monday Night Football Fun Day.
Football is back this year featuring Monsters, Inc., a real-time animated Monday Night Football game between the Eagles and the Chargers, live December 8th. We'll be out in Inglewood, and that'll be on ESPN2 and the platform. We're glad to have their rookie taking his first NFL snaps here tonight. He's made a difference. Second down and 8.
Second down and 8 and hitting the backfield. Loss of 2. Third down and 10 coming up. No timeouts left.
Handoff, and we're under 4 to go. The Cowboys are out of timeouts. A loss of 4. It's 3rd and long.
3rd and long, and if for Arizona right now, Jacoby, if they don't just turn and hand the ball off and, give them something, I would expect a high percentage pass. See if maybe you can pick up the first down, keep the clock running, but do not put it on the ground and stop the clock.
Third and 12. Third and 12. Play action. Brissett takes off running. He'll go down at the 35.
Football down the field through the air, so he wisely just kept it on the ground, and the clock will run and get down under 3 to go.
We'll see what Jonathan gets.
4th and 8. Let's see what they do.
Looks like he's made the decision. They're going to keep possession of the ball and see if they can't pick it up rather than trying to kick a field goal. And
they're going to go for it and try to see if they can keep it.
With a 55-yard try if they wanted to go that route. Instead, up by 10. 2-score game anyway. They're going to go for it on 4th and 8, it appears.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Incomplete. Dallas will take over on downs.
It's incomplete, and now with 2:31 to go, the incomplete pass stops the clock.
Yeah, he had his guy. You're right, Joe. He rushed it a little bit. He felt pressured in the pocket. He's moving up, and he just wasn't able to deliver an accurate throw. But had he been able to, that would have been a first down. You can see the route here by Marvin Harrison, and he just finds the hole in that zone. There's nobody there, and just not able to get him the football. So that's a tough one for Arizona. Stops the clock, and if they give up.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Dallas.
Tonight for Harrison, career high in catches with 7 for 96. That early touchdown, a beautiful move against Bland.
Oh, he almost got sacked, and he will get sacked. Prescott sacked.
And he was not alone. Zayvon Collins was the first guy through. And the 39-year-old Calais Campbell, 6-time Pro Bowler, got home.
Yeah, Zayvon Collins, he's the one who gets there first and forces Prescott then to start moving, and Calais Campbell finishes them off.
Shotgun, going to throw. Way down the field. Flags are down. I thought I saw flags down, but I guess I didn't.
We are at the 2-minute warning here.
2-minute warning.
A 10-point game. Arizona Cardinals.
Dallas at 3rd and 19.
Leading by 10.
I want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers tonight, new friends to the channel. We welcome you. We say thank you. We look forward to you coming back another time. I want to say thank you to everybody who was in the chat today. as everyone should know on YouTube, the more chatting you have, the more that your chat is moving, the better it is for your channel. So thank you for being in the chat. Those who hit the like tonight and helped us with likes, getting up over 100. Thank you. It's incredibly important every stream to get up over 100 for your share out possibilities as well. We're grateful to those in the ninjas that were just listening to the show tonight and those who were in the chat. We're very grateful for that. Our moderators, we say thank you as always. Our channel is better because of our moderators, so thank you. And thank you to Edgard for a nice super chat tonight. Appreciate you. It's been a great night overall. Over 5,000 views and solid stream here for Monday night.
Any business can use AI.
And now Dallas is going to see if they can figure out and do something here.
Let's create
2 plays to get 20 yards. They got to score somewhat quickly and try to get the ball back again.
From used car shopping? Yes, it doesn't have to be scary. Show me Carfax. Knowing how a car's an accident history impacts price means you don't have to overpay. No fear, just box. They show me at Carfax.com.
With Domino's 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each, you can feed the whole team. Or you could get something else for about $6.99 each instead.
Yep, tries ended turnovers or failed fourth downs.
Pizzas from Domino's.
Yeah, I'll take a burger.
Sure did.
Training day starts with the Celsius. First, weight room. Squat, press, arms. Then it's straight to conditioning. How I show up here is how I show up on game days. Okay, that was clean. Then I study my playbook. Gotta stay sharp on both sides of the ball. Quick pose to the cameras. When it's to the leg where I keep my mental game strong. Gotta keep my energy right. Grab a Celsius.
Coming up after the game on ESPN, one of the stars of the game will join me on the set. We'll take you inside the winning locker room and weekly visit with you fellas up in the booth. We'll be talking about an Arizona win unless Dallas can pull off something pretty miraculous here in these last 2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, it would definitely be that. It's a 2-score game, 10-point game.
All right, here we go. Shotgun formation from their own 28.
Third down and forever. 3rd and 19. Extra minute on the run.
Oh, big sack all the way back. They got him again. Calais Campbell.
The oldest active defensive player in the league. He's got a couple here late.
Here he is, and he does a great job coming off the ball. They bring.
Well, good. Glad you're here, the real deal, Tom. Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you. 4th and 28 after the sacks. 4th and 28. Dak running around trying to buy time. Lets it loose. Intercepted. And that will do it. Intercepted. That will do it.
And that's turnover number 3 for the Dallas Cowboys. And these guys should celebrate. The Arizona defense.
Wow, Arizona celebrating in Dallas.
Losing streak is history.
So coming off that bye week, and I just can't say enough good things about the team in general and the coaching staff and all that they had done to get this team prepared to go on the road and really have a win, a must-have win here tonight. And on both sides of the ball, just played outstanding.
There was nowhere for Dak to throw that. They're taking a knee.
Was incredible as the offensive coordinator, and then
going down under 1 minute. We will be back for Thursday night football right here on the channel. Thursday night football right here. Raiders and the Broncos. Raiders and the Broncos Thursday night right here. Hope you'll come back and hang out with us. Talk a little football and have some fun that night. Get ready for a whole nother weekend in NFL football. They got one more time taking a knee, and that should do it. They're getting up ready up there now.
I don't think you can, quite honestly, because it wasn't like they were playing good.
Thank you again, everybody. There's the knee. That'll do it. We'll see you next broadcast right here on the channel. Can't wait for it. It will be a lot of fun. Good night, everybody.